All right, we are broadcasting live here on the Boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey. We're on A2D Radio, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch TV, broadcasting live on the Boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey, 1028 Boardwalk. Come on up and join the show. You can come up and talk sports with yours truly, Billy Schweim from the locker room on 97.3 ESPN. We're up here. We'll be up here each and every Saturday night. The owner of All Campus, John Coyle, has made it possible for us, A2D Radio, to be up broadcasting live on the Boardwalk in Ocean City. Of course, this is Billy Schweim. Make sure you like and subscribe to A2D Radio and be a part of the show. We got a great show lined up today. We're starting something new. We're going to be broadcasting live on the Boardwalk at All Campus, and it's called the Rant Booth. The Rant Booth with Billy Schweim. We'll be broadcasting live. You'll get to talk about whatever you want to talk about in sports. Come on up on the Boardwalk and join me and join the show and get off your chest whatever you want to talk about in the world of sports. We do concentrate, obviously, on the Phillies, Flyers, Sixers, and Eagles, but you can bring it all on. We're here. We'll be here every Saturday night from 6 to 10 on Twitch TV, Facebook, and YouTube. A2D Radio on all the platforms. And you come out right now. We're looking at the Phillies, the Yankees game. They're in the top of the sixth inning. The Phillies have a 5-2 lead over the Yankees. And I got to tell you, the Philadelphia Phillies surprised me today. I had, I'm superstitious in a way, and I took the on my sports app. I took the Yankees and the under. The under was 9. I took the Yankees and the under. You know why I did that? Because I can't win. I'm not meant to make money. I'm a jinx. So I figured what I do is I jinx the Yankees. Lo and behold, right now, the Phillies have a 5-2 lead. The Phillies have a 5-2 lead over the New York Yankees. Now, the Yankees have first and third with one out, and they're in the fifth. And we're watching that game as we're broadcasting live. You can see people walking on the Boardwalk. There's a little cool breeze starting to blow up here, coming off the ocean. But come on in and join me. We're broadcasting live here at All Campus on the Boardwalk in Ocean City. You know, owner John Coyle had a tough go of it this winter. Of course, there was the tragic fire at Playland, and all the building, Playland was completely destroyed, the arcade. But we're at John's store, All Campus, suffered a lot of fire and smoke damage, but he's up and running, and we're ready to go. And you can come up and join us every Saturday night from 6 to 10 p.m. on the Boardwalk in Ocean City at All Campus. You can talk to me about whatever you want. It's called the Rant Booth with Billy Schweim. You can't go wrong. $20, you sit with me, join me, talk sports. We're on live television, all the platforms, A2D Radio, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch TV. Join me, talk sports with yours truly as we watch the Yankees and the Phillies. And like I said, I took the Yankees and the under today. Right now it's 5-2, so we still have some room to play with. But I hope I lose the bet because I'm a team player. I want the Phillies to win this game tonight. Broadcasting live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch TV. It's A2D Radio, the Rant Booth with Billy Schweim right up here on All Campus. Now, Aaron Judge is up to bat. The Yankees, with runners in scoring position today, are 0 for 5. 0 for 5 are the Yankees. They got first and third with one out, 1-2 count. You know, Vince Velasquez, he's in his last two outings, all right, his ERA is over 11. So he's had 2 bad outings over the last 2 starts. But he's on the hill today. I believe he's got a 4.49 ERA. He just got Aaron Judge swinging. So 77 pitches for Vince Velasquez. We got 2 outs, and we're at the top of the 5th. 5-2 Phils. The 76ers had a big win last night while they beat the Atlanta Hawks in Game 3 to regain home court advantage. You know, Joel Embiid had a monster game. He played. He's the generational player. Joel Embiid is the generational player, not anybody else. He's the one. He should have been MVP. He got rooked, and the only reason he didn't win the MVP is because he didn't play enough games. I get it, but there's no one as good as Joel Embiid. So we got the Phillies on here. We're on the boardwalk at all campus in Ocean City, 1028 Boardwalk. Come on up and join me. Join the Rant booth with Billy Schweim. Of course, you can catch me every Saturday and Sunday on 97.3 ESPN. Big game locally. The Ocean City Red Raiders beat the Mainland Mustangs in the South Jersey Group 3 Championship today, 6-1. That was a great game. We were down there. And I'll tell you what, high school baseball is a lot of fun to watch, a lot of enthusiasm down there. But right now we got the Phillies on. It's 5-2. You know, the Phils, big swing and a miss. Velasquez just threw a 93-mile-an-hour fastball. It's a 79th pitch. He's looking pretty good, actually, believe it or not. That's because I jinxed him with the bet. We're up here on the boardwalk in the Rant booth with Billy Schweim at all campus on the boardwalk. Come on up and join me. Come up and talk sports with me. You want to sit in, talk sports with me? A2D radio. We'll put the headphones on you. You get 15 minutes to talk about whatever you want in the world of sports, and we're on 3 different platforms. A2D radio is on Facebook tonight, YouTube, and Twitch TV. Of course, you should hit the like button, and subscribe. We got Torres is up to bat right now. He's 0 for 2 in this game. We got first and third with 2 outs. And here's the pitch. Called strike, 2-2. And the Yankees find themselves in a 5-2 hole. That's good. I need the Phillies to play well. I need the Phillies to win. So I have a poll question today. Our poll question is, will the Phillies be buyers or sellers at the trade deadline today? Will the Phillies be buyers or sellers at the trade line? Do you agree or disagree? Will they be buyers or sellers? Yes or no? Do you agree or disagree? It's the Rant booth with Billy Schweim on we're here at all campus on the boardwalk in Ocean City. Now we got to have our first inaugural show. Our first person to sit with me in the Rant booth is Ross Burns. And Ross is a big Phillies fan. Come on in, Ross. And let's see if we get to turn you want to move that? Our connection, it looks like. There we go. There's Ross. Ross, tell us a little bit. Where are you from?
I'm from Sewell, New Jersey. I'm from Washington Township, Mansfield area. So I'm about an hour away from Ocean City.
Okay. And you're a big Phillies fan? You watched the Sixers last night?
Yeah, I got to catch some of the Sixers.
You like all Philadelphia sports teams?
All Philly sports teams, even the Philadelphia Union.
You like the Union? All right. Everything. Now, Ross, did you see? Are you old enough to remember the World Series, the 2008 World Series champion?
Yes.
Okay. Which out of the 93, the 80, 93, or 2008 World Series, which do you think is your favorite team? Your favorite World Series team?
Obviously, my favorite World Series team is 2008 because I wasn't around in the 1980 World Series.
Okay.
So yeah, the 2008 is my favorite. I remember watching the World Series. I was a junior in high school back then.
Tell you what, special time when our sports teams do well. So, what would you like to talk about in sports today? What do you want to get off your chest? Is there something that you like? What do you think the Phillies' chance? Are you excited about this Philadelphia Phillies team?
Yes, I am. I like the team. I like the coach. I like everything.
Just you're a big fan of Joe Girardi?
Yes, I am.
Joe Girardi, of course, he beat the Phillies in the 2009 World Series for the Yankees.
Yes.
Came back and beat us.
World Series, the Phillies lost the Yankees when Joe Girardi was their coach.
That was a tough pill to swallow. I thought the Phillies had enough talent. That 2008 team, I thought should have won 3 World Series. As it turns out, we only won 1. but we have fond memories of that group.
Yes.
The Philadelphia Phillies right now lead the New York Yankees 5-2, and we're getting ready for the bottom of the fifth. Come on up. We're in the Rant booth here in Ocean City, New Jersey, at All Campus. All Campus on the Boardwalk, 1028 Boardwalk, got all kind of great hats. You come up, and if you like the Instagram page in here, John Coyle and All Campus, you'll get a 5% discount on anything you purchase in the store. Make sure you hit the like button. You get our John. Did you get our guest to hit the like button on the Instagram? Yes. Don't forget that. We got to give him you got to give him a sticker too. All right. So Ross, what other sport? The Phillies your favorite sport? Favorite team?
Well, actually, I like all the Philly teams equally: Sixers, Flyers, Eagles.
What do you think about the Sixers' chances to win an NBA championship? You think they have enough talent? Do you think they can match if they get by the Atlanta Hawks? Do you think they can beat the Brooklyn Nets?
I think they got a shot at beating the Brooklyn Nets.
How about that Joel Embiid? Is he something?
Yeah.
Joel Embiid is a beast.
That's what I was going to say. He is a beast.
He's doesn't it worry you that he falls down a lot? He takes a lot of shots. Takes a lot of shots. He falls on the floor. Every time he does it, I cringe. I think he's going to get hurt.
That's what I was afraid. I remember when he felt that. I was afraid he was going to be out for the rest of the game, but luckily he still played.
Rhys Hoskins is up to bat with a 2-1 count on him. 5-2 Phillies. We're in the bottom of the fifth. Vince Velasquez, he looks pretty good tonight. Are you surprised at that? You know, his last two outings, Vince Velasquez's ERA is like 11.
I never knew that, but Vince Velasquez, he's hanging in there.
Do you think the Phillies will be buyers or sellers at the trade deadline?
I think they're going to be buyers.
You think they're going to be buyers? So you think this team is going to turn it on? You know, the NL East with the New York Mets, the Phillies are 30 and Rhys Hoskins just hit a shot foul. Looks like it had home run distance. Looks like it was a nice shot, but foul. 3-2 count on Rhys Hoskins. By the way, Rhys Hoskins is 0 for 1 today. He's got 2 bases on balls. So he's been on base 2 times. We're at All Campus on the Boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey. It's the Rant booth on A2D Radio. We're broadcasting live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch TV. Come up and check us out. Rhys Hoskins just drew a walk. Now McCutchen's up. McCutchen's 0 for 1 today. And he's struggling this year. Andrew McCutchen is. But he's got 10 home runs. He's 35 years old. Do you think he's got enough left in the tank?
I think so. He was really decent at the time he played for the Pirates.
Yeah, he won an MVP, didn't he? And he played for the Yankees. Andrew McCutchen is up to bat right now. Man on first base. Nobody out. Phillies lead 5-2. Andrew McCutchen takes a swing. We're broadcasting live. We're broadcasting live here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch TV on the Boardwalk in Ocean City, 1028 Boardwalk. Come on up and join me. Join us in the Rant booth. Get off your chest. Whatever you want to talk about in the world of sports. Well, Ross, what do you think, man? You're joining me in the booth. How do you think it went?
I feel like $1 million being on a booth.
It's pretty good, man. You are our first guest, and I really appreciate the time. Thank you so much, and let's go Phillies.
Go Phillies! Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Join us here in the Go Phils. Join us here in the Rant booth with Bill. Ralphie there. All right, we're back. We're broadcasting live. I can't hear Ralph. Ralph, you there?
Yeah, you guys are good to go.
All right, okay. We had a little technical difficulty, but we're working through it. Hey, this is our first time up here on the boardwalk. We got to work the kinks out. A2D radio. Alec Bohm's up. We're watching the Phillies game. We're up here on the boardwalk at all campus at Ocean City, New Jersey. Come on up, buy a hat. He's got a great selection of all kind of hats up here. All baseball, NFL, NHL, Major League Baseball, NBA, all kind of college hats. It's all campus. They specialize in hats. Come sit in with me on the Rant booth and talk whatever it is you want to talk about in the world of sports as we watch the Philadelphia Phillies. Come on and sit with me, talk sports on live television. We got the Rant booth with Billy Schweim from 97.3 ESPN. We have the Phillies are 30 and 31. We're trying to even our record out here. Would be nice if we can get the 500. Alec Bohm has got a 1-2 count. You know, the Philadelphia Phillies, they are, am I on? The Philadelphia Phillies are in a position here to even their record at 500. And we'd like to see them do that against the New York Yankees. By the way, the stadium is really, really full tonight. I would imagine a lot of the fans might look like they're wearing blue coming down from New York or North Jersey. Got a 1-2 count on Alec Bohm. There's a hit. There's a base hit up the middle. That'll score Rhys Hoskins. And McCutchen moves to second. First and second. Nobody out. It's 6-2. Now, I told you earlier today, I took the under. The over and under was 9 tonight. Go figure. So what I do is I use reverse psychology. I want my team to win so bad that I'll even make the bet against them just to make them win, because I know that I won't make any money. We're here on the boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey, at all campus, broadcasting live. Come on in and sit with me. Talk sports in the Rant booth. We have the Philadelphia Phillies. We could talk 76ers. We could talk Eagles football. Anything you want to talk about in the world of sports, you're on live TV with me, Billy Schweim from 97.3 ESPN. Come on. No politics. We don't talk politics. We're drawing a crowd here on the boardwalk. We're on A2D radio. Tell me what you want to talk about. I don't know. A2D radio. You got first and second. Torres is up. Torres is 2 for 3 today. Torres is 2 for 3 today. Come on up. We're at the boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey, at all campus. We got a crowd. We're drawing a crowd up here today. Torres bounces the ball. I believe that's a fair ball. It goes off the third baseman's his glove and into left field, foul line, and the Phillies score again, 7-2, and there goes my bet. I took the under at 9, and right now I don't. But like I said, I don't care. I don't care about losing that. I want the Phillies to win. I'm a team player. Andrew McCutchen scores, and the Phillies are up 7-2. We're in the Rant booth here with Billy Schweim, and we have our second guest, Nasir. Is that the proper pronunciation? Come on in, Nasir. All right, we're back. We got Nasir. And Nasir, how do you say your last name? Mahmoud? Are you a big Phillies fan? So you're a Sixers guy. You're an Eagles? Who are you? What do you do? What do you like? Who do you cheer for? Why is that? First of all, where are you from? You're from New Jersey. Why do you like a team that's like 5,000 miles, 3,000 miles away? Well, he's a good player. How about, and of course Russell Wilson, right? Is he going to be back? Let me ask you a question. Are you an Eagles fan by any chance? They're okay. Nasir, man, I don't have a problem, but I find it peculiar why people that live in this area would cheer for a team other than the hometown team.
I don't know.
Now, did you buy a hat here at All Campus?
No.
You got to get a hat because if you hit the like button on the Instagram, you get 5% discount on any hat in the store. Plus, you get a sticker, a locker room sticker that we're giving away. All right, you put that on your car, your books, your notebook, or whatever. What grade are you in?
I'm in ninth. I'm a
You're
freshman.
not. Are you really?
Yeah.
And what high school do you go to?
St. Joe's Academy.
Do you really?
Yes.
So do you play ball?
I play football, yeah.
Nice. Maybe a radio and television career might be in your future.
Maybe.
Well, I don't know. You look pretty good on the set right there.
Thank you.
You look good. Tell me, so who's your favorite NBA team?
NBA team, I gotta say,
The Bulls?
no, the Lakers.
The Lakers.
I follow LeBron. LeBron.
Man. So you would have fought for the British during the Revolutionary War too, right? He doesn't like the hometown team.
Nah.
I have, over my life, I used to get in arguments with people that were Cowboy fans.
Cowboy fan.
Could never understand it. Now, see, your generation, it's been 25 years since the Cowboys have been like America's team. So therefore they're losing an audience.
Nah.
Right? Because you like the Lakers.
Yeah.
You like the Seahawks. Who's your baseball team?
I don't watch baseball.
You don't watch
The
baseball?
only person I gotta say I watch is Chase Petty.
Right now, the Phillies are beating the Yankees 7-2. We're in the bottom of the fifth, and the Phillies are scoring runs today, unlike normal.
Chase Petty. I heard that you're a big fan.
Oh, Chase Petty?
Yeah.
Well, I went to the game. We went to the Ocean City game today. Did you realize we saw Ocean City beat Mainland in the South Jersey Group 3 championship today? And I think Gadden Brady Brody was the winning pitcher
Mm-hmm.
today.
Brody.
Bro,
Yeah, I know Brody.
yeah, do you?
Yeah.
So they,
I
so
know a
they,
couple of them. They play football with me
is that right?
at Summers Point.
Those
Sharks.
guys are
Yeah.
pretty big dudes, man.
Yeah.
We are here broadcasting live at all campus on the Boardwalk, 1028 Boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey. Come on up and sit in the Rant booth with me. We got Nasir. He's sitting in with me, a freshman, and he likes the Seattle Seahawks. He likes the Lakers. He doesn't like baseball. Tell me, what don't you like about baseball?
It doesn't like.
It's not exciting.
Yeah, it's not exciting.
You know, Major League Baseball is having a problem. They're losing a young audience. The younger generation, your generation, isn't taking to baseball like my generation has or did. They're not. It's not exciting.
Yeah. Nah.
Games are too long, right?
Yeah, game's way too long.
Not enough action. You guys like action.
Yeah.
You like hitting, right? You like to see big hits in the NFL,
Yeah.
right? You like to see slam dunks in basketball.
Yeah.
Do you like ice hockey at all? You ever watch the Flyers? If you had to pick a team in the NHL, who would it be?
Probably Flyers because that's the only
The
team I know.
Flyers. Well, back in the day, they used to fight a lot.
Bro.
Yeah, they used to drop the glove. They called the
Dang.
Broad Street Bullies. You should go back and look at some video, some archive video of the Philadelphia Flyers. They used to drop the gloves if they couldn't. You know, the old saying was, if you can't beat him in the alley, you'll never beat him on the ice. We're here at all campus in the Boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey, 1028 Boardwalk in the Rant Room. This here's our second guest today, and we're watching the Phillies. Are you interested in the other NBA playoff games? Who do you like? Obviously, your team, the Lakers, are gone.
Yeah, they're out.
So who do you like in the West?
I can't say because like I'm stuck on.
Yeah, if you had,
them.
if you had to pick one, who do you think can beat either the Nets? And I'm assuming that the Sixers are going to beat the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah.
All right. Would you say that's safe to say?
Yeah.
Or I predicted the Sixers would beat the Hawks in 5.
Yeah.
But the Hawks came out and shot in game 1 75% from the field in game 1. They're not going to be able to duplicate that again, are they?
Nah.
No. So who do you like out of the West?
All right, I gotta say the Nets. No, wait. Yeah, I gotta say
Who?
the Nets probably.
Well, I think the Sixers have a good chance at advancing to the next round and playing the Brooklyn Nets, but I don't know if I think the Sixers can beat the Nets.
Nah, Blake Griffin, he's been doing his thing.
That's a good pickup.
Yeah, it was Blake Griffin.
He would he play for the Clippers, right?
Yeah, played for the Clippers and
He was with the Pistons, I believe.
Pistons.
Yeah.
The Pistons.
So I like Blake Griffin.
Yeah.
He's up there now, but he's still contributing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So this year, what do you think about being you're on A2D radio right now? You're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch TV. I want to make sure people hit the like and subscribe button so we get some more people watching. We're up here at all campus on the Boardwalk, 1028 Boardwalk in Ocean City. It's a beautiful night. People are walking by, a little cool breeze. We're watching the Philadelphia Phillies, and they're up right now 7-2 against the Atlanta stinking Braves. Excuse me. I was looking at my niece. She's from Atlanta. She just walked by. They're playing the Yankees. I'm sorry. I was just trying to see if you were awake. We still hate them. She's giving us the chop, man. We don't like that. Well, Nasir, so you say you play football?
Yeah.
What position you play?
Wide receiver and corner.
Wide receiver?
Mm-hmm.
Who's your favorite wide receiver? I know, hold on. Should I assume it's DK Metcalf? No? No? Why not?
Nah, he's okay though.
You're a Seattle Seahawks fan.
Yeah, I know. I gotta say Justin Jefferson.
All right.
Justin Jefferson
From the Vikings.
Yeah.
How about that? He could have been an Eagle. The Eagles passed on him.
They got Devontae Smith though.
Devontae Smith, aren't you worried about his size?
Yeah, he's kind of small.
He's a little small. All right, listen, Nasir, I want to thank you so much for taking time to come on and join me in the Rant booth here on the Boardwalk at all campus. Make sure if you don't purchase a hat tonight, get one down the road. John will give you a 5% discount for being our guest and hitting the like button on Instagram. We're up here on the Boardwalk. Thanks a lot, Nasir. I appreciate it, man. All right, there he is, Nasir Mahmood. He joined me in the Rant booth. I don't know if I can hear him. I can't hear him. All right. We're working out the kinks in the first episode of our first installment of the Rant booth up here on the Boardwalk in Ocean City. As we watch the Phillies Yankees. Didn't do too well, but 7-2. I took the Yankees in the under today. Come up, join me in the Rant booth. We can talk sports all night long. We'll be here from 6 to 10, hanging out on the Boardwalk on a June Saturday night. We can talk Phillies. We can talk Seattle Seahawks. We have another guest going to sit here with me, and I need my pen back. He took my pen. Yeah. As we watch the Phillies game 7-2, we moved to the 6th inning, and I believe the Phillies made a pitching change. Oh, what a great catch by Bryce Harper in right field. Beautiful play by Bryce Harper. All right, we got our next. Should we call them ranters? Are you going to rant? All right. And how do you say your first name?
Shannon.
Shannon?
Shannon Skeeters.
Shannon Skeeters. Where are you from, Shannon?
Jersey, actually.
Well, you got to be more specific.
Absecon, New Jersey.
Absecon.
Yeah.
And you look like a football player.
Yeah, I did play football.
All right, man. What's on your mind today in the world of sports?
Basketball, actually.
You want to talk about the NBA?
Yeah, that's
You are a Sixers fan, correct?
No, actually.
Oh! Shane, what are you talking about? You're not a Sixers fan?
No, I'm not.
I got to be, guys.
But
I got to say something. I'm shocked.
But
I am shocked that you guys are not local guys.
Yeah.
I mean, you're local guys, but you don't like the local teams.
I do like them, though. I do like them.
Let me ask you a question. Is that a trend?
I don't know. It's just I don't know. Some people like.
Would you say that your classmates or your peers are all like you?
Not all of them.
So there are people your age that you go to school with that like the Phillies, Flyers, Sixers, and Eagles?
Yeah.
But you two guys don't.
I like the Eagles, though. That's my favorite football team's the Eagles.
Okay, so you're an Eagles fan.
Yeah.
What do you think about the Eagles this year?
The new quarterback we have, he's not bad. And Jalen Hurts with him, my apology. Carson Wentz with him being injured all the time, him getting traded to the Colts. That's not bad to do soft for him. I'll say that part and all that. But it's not
Did
bad.
you think the Eagles did well in the draft this year?
I really watched the draft, but I heard some plays they picked up, and it's not bad.
Okay.
It's not bad, but
well, they did get Devontae Smith.
Yeah, they did.
They got this lineman from the Alabama Crimson Tide who's just like a bulldog, dude.
Yeah, I heard.
He's running people over. That's a great pickup.
Yeah, that is.
But the jury's going to be out on the rest of them.
Yeah.
Do you like the new coach, Nick Sirianni?
I kind of like Doug Peterson because he had the mentality, and that time when they won the championship, he brought it there.
We're broadcasting live on the Boardwalk at all campus, 1028 Boardwalk. Come up and join me, Sheen, and Skeeters. We're here. Billy Schweim, A2D Radio, Twitch TV, YouTube, Facebook tonight. Broadcasted live on the Boardwalk in Ocean City. Is there any better place to be? Is on the Boardwalk in Ocean City in the summer?
Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah. It's just nice out.
You like the ocean? You get in the ocean?
Nah,
the water's a little too cold right now?
I'm not really a beach person.
You're not a beach person?
No, not really. I mean, it's fun to go, but I'm not really a beach person myself.
So what do you think about the Sixers and the Hawks series so far?
The Sixers right now, they're doing a lot better than they did before. I'm going to say that part. They did a lot better than they did before. Well, last year they did good, but with Kawhi, when he hit that shot, it was just devastating. But Atlanta's it's not a bad team, just that they go right Trae Young and what they do.
Well, I was going to say, they lost DeAndre Hunter, who was one of their best defensive guys, is out for the rest. He's out with a knee injury. He's going to require surgery.
Yeah.
The Hawks shot the lights out in Game 1.
They did.
But the lid's been put on that basket for them in Games 2 and 3.
Yeah. because even though Trae Young's a deficient player and a good shooter from the three, you still got Embiid, you still got Tobias Harris, Seth Curry, Joel Embiid. Like, there's some dominant players.
Are you concerned about Ben Simmons and his inability to shoot foul shots?
I mean, it is what it is. If you're a basketball player in the NBA, you do what you gotta do. That's really it. It's not like people talk about Shaq who make no threes. He only won 3 in his entire career. That's it. But they don't talk about Ben Simmons not making free throws.
He doesn't even attempt them. He doesn't even attempt them.
Yeah,
That doesn't concern you?
not really.
Because if you're gonna go to the next level, I mean, when you see Ben Simmons drive the basket, get like a foot away from the basket, and then dish it out to Seth Curry to 3 points, and then he misses the 3-point, you could have had a guaranteed 2.
Yeah, that's it.
I got some statistics for you. Last night, Ben Wilson went 4 for 8 from the free throw line. That's 50%.
Yeah.
All right. For the playoff series, would it surprise you if I told you he's 17 for 48, 35.4%? It's not good enough.
No, it's not.
It's not good enough.
No, that's not really not.
We with the Phillies, we're watching the Phillies and the Yankees. The Yankees just played it one. It's 7-3 right now. We're in the 6th, and the Phillies are 30-31. They need to win tonight to even their record with go 500. I would assume you're not a big baseball fan either.
No, but I watch it here and there.
You'll watch the game?
Here and there, yeah.
Yeah.
I went to a baseball game like twice, actually. I went to a Phillies game.
You went there. Well, you know what? Phillies baseball and baseball in general is fun to watch when you're there because there's a lot of stuff to do, right?
Yeah, but like when it's on TV, it's kind of different.
Well, so that baseball has a problem. Baseball is experiencing a decline in viewership, and look, your generation. Like we just had Nasir out here. He said the same thing. You guys don't watch baseball that much.
Yeah, I don't watch that much. I'm mostly watching the football or basketball.
Did you ever play Little League?
No, I haven't.
So you never even played Little League?
No, not once.
When I was growing up, every kid played Little League.
Yeah.
It's different time now.
It's different time. Time is different around these days. You have people coming in, getting college offers at a young age from football and basketball, and not much from baseball. But you never know.
So I would think the two hot sports are NBA and NFL. Do you watch the Red Zone? Because I know people's attention spans are short. They watch the Red Zone. They only have 3 minutes with each game, and they keep moving on.
Yeah.
What have you done for me lately? We're here on the Boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey, at All Campus, 1028 Boardwalk, Ocean City, New Jersey. We're in the Rant booth with Shaheen. We're talking with Shaheen. And what position you play in football?
I'm a lineman.
You play offensive lineman?
Defense.
Are you a freshman as well?
No, I'm a junior.
You're a junior.
I'll be a senior.
How much you bench press?
It's been a while, so I really don't know.
Come on, man.
I really don't remember. I don't remember.
How can you not remember, Annie?
It's been a while since I've done bench press. Nah.
Nasir, what do you run the 40 in? You know what you run the 40? What? You run a 4.40. You swear to God on that? Is that true?
Yeah, I've seen him before. He's fast.
4.40?
Yeah.
That's pretty big, man.
I know, it's impressive.
4.40. That's NFL speed right there.
Yeah.
You better make the NFL so I can interview you on my show. That's fast, man.
Yeah, it is.
So, do you have any aspirations of furthering your football career?
Well, the school I go to, so I do an academy, and I work on cars. So I'm like juggling between football or my career-wise of my working on cars. So I'm debating right now. 'Cause I got 1 more year left, and that's it. I'm before adult.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you have one thing that I played football, basketball, and baseball in high school. I went on to play college football. I played quarterback in college, and one thing that you'll always have are the memories. You'll be able to take away all the memories and camaraderie of playing with the guys, being part of a team.
Yeah.
You'll never forget that as long as you live.
Yeah, never.
And it bonds everybody together, makes you guys have friendships that'll last a lifetime.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of fun.
It's kind of like a second family after.
It is.
Yeah.
It is a family. And you know what? When you lose, when you learn how to lose, when you learn how to lose, you also learn how to win.
Mm-hmm.
So if you lose first, you become better winners.
Because if you just win every time, you learn nothing.
Right.
That's it.
Exactly. All right. Well, listen, I want to thank you, Shane, so much for spending a few minutes with me in the Rant booth
No problem.
and talking sports.
Thank you.
All right, man.
Thank you.
Grab yourself a sticker and I appreciate it, guys. All right, the Phillies are 7-3. We're in the Rant booth here in Ocean City at All Campus on the Boardwalk in Ocean City, broadcasting live on A2D radio, and we are on Twitch TV, YouTube, and Facebook. Come sit in with me, talk sports, talk sports in the Rant booth with me, Billy Schweim on A2D radio. Let's see if I can. We're having a lot of fun today. It's our first broadcast. We're working out the kinks. We're going to have another guest sit in with us, and John Coyle, the proprietor here at All Campus, is producing the show, actually helping out. Hey, there's a bunt by. Is that Bryce Harper with a bunt? I believe Bryce Harper went down the nice bunt down the line here. All right, we got Bam. Come on in, Bam. John, make sure people don't.
Hey,
Bam, what's up?
what's up, man?
That's a nickname, right?
Yeah, no, that's my nobody
What's your
calls
real?
me
What's your? Can you want to give me your first name or no?
Javian.
All right, James, but we'll go with Bam.
Mhm.
Football player.
Yes, sir.
You guys all go to the same school?
We do. Actually, us three do. He a freshman coming.
What do you run the 40 in?
Like a 4.6 maybe.
That's what I did when I was. You guys. I graduated in 1980 from high school, Collingswood High School. I played college football in North Carolina at a little school called Lees McRae, and I ran the 40. I played quarterback, and I ran the 40 in 4.65, which back then was fast, but not compared to what you guys do.
Yeah.
That's fast. You guys are. What position you play?
I play linebacker, running back.
Linebacker. You know, on my show on ESPN 97.3 ESPN, I had Sean Bradley from Temple on. He's been on my program a couple times. Great guy. And when you get to know these guys personally, you want them to do well. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But football is a tough game, man. You know that. All right, what's on your mind in the world of sports?
I don't know, man.
You got anything? Well, so all right. Let's stay with the same theme. I asked the two previous guests with me who they like. What's their favorite football team? What's their favorite basketball team? And I am shocked to hear that they like teams other than the local teams. What say you?
I mean, football. It's gonna sound like I'm a bandwagon, but I'm a Chiefs fan.
Chiefs.
I've been a Chiefs fan since like 3 years old. I like the color red. So.
Well, listen, I got to be honest with you. I agree with you because when I was a kid, my AFL. Now remember, back when I was a kid, it wasn't AFC.
Yeah.
It was AFL and NFL. And the two in 1969 or 67, the two leagues merged, and that's how the Super Bowl came.
Yeah.
The Kansas City Chiefs lost Super Bowl II, I believe. And in the AFL, my team was the Chiefs, and the NFL, my team was the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
So I like Len Dawson. I like Elmo Wright. He's one of the first guys to do a dance in the end zone. Elmo Wright. Willie Lanier played linebacker.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of. I remember the Chiefs well, but so it's your favorite team.
Yeah. I like
Patrick Mahomes.
I only started liking him from Eric Berry, the safety.
Okay, yeah.
I liked his story, and then ever since then, I just hooked.
How about Andy Reid? Andy Reid's the head coach.
Yeah, he's the best.
Yeah, he's obviously the coach has done something right. He had the Eagles. You know, back when he was coaching the Eagles, I mean, when he took them over, they were like 4-12, and then each year they gradually got better and better until they played in four NFC championships.
Yeah.
So now he goes to the Chiefs and he wins the Super Bowl. But I got to tell you, Patrick Mahomes, he's the real deal.
For sure.
So how many tackles did you have this year?
I played 3 games before getting injured, and I had.
What did you do?
Dislocated this shoulder right here.
Get out of town.
Yeah.
Was it? So you were out for the rest of the season?
I was out for 3 games, and then COVID. Like someone on the team got COVID, and then we were out. I played on mainland.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
So Chase Petty.
Yeah, I've been around him.
Tell you a little story. We had actually invited Chase on my show on 97.3 ESPN twice, and he blew me off. He
He's a
stood me
busy
up.
guy. He's
What's
a
up
busy
with
guy.
that?
I don't know.
So today when I went to the Ocean City mainland game, I was rooting for Ocean City today.
Yeah, I was down there
Tommy
for a little bit.
Finnegan, and who's it? Gannon Brady, or was it Gannon Brody?
Brody.
Brody, yeah. Those guys they're big boys, man.
Yeah.
They bring it. That kid's fastball. I mean, he was throwing curveballs that were just dropping right off the table.
Yeah. They were nice.
Hey, we're broadcasting live right up here on the Boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey. 1028 Boardwalk, Ocean City, New Jersey. Come join me in the Rant booth. All right, we got Bam with me from Mainland High School. He played linebacker. Who's your head coach over there?
It was what's his name? I'm trying to remember it. It wasn't Sacco. Forget his name.
Did you have a change?
Chuck Smith.
Chuck Smith.
Chuck Smith. Yeah.
And he's no longer there. Or
He's still there. I just switched schools.
Okay.
I just transferred.
Right on. How about the Sixers? You like the Sixers?
I like the Sixers. I'm not really a basketball fan, but I like the Sixers.
What, is football the only game you play?
It's football, yeah.
All right, that's
Actually,
cool.
I play football.
Look like you got pretty big hooks right there, man.
You know.
Right? What do you put up?
What, bench?
Yeah.
225, 230.
Is that your max?
Yeah.
So what do you work out with?
What do you mean what I work out?
Have you do like 3 sets of 5 or 3 sets of 7? What is it?
Yeah, we do like 3 sets of 7.
So
sets of
what
5,
weight is that?
That's about like 200.
It's okay.
Yeah.
And your max is what?
225.
You probably put up a little bit more than that, can't you?
I mean, I was off a shoulder.
What year are? Oh, that's true.
And I'm.
What year are you?
I'm a freshman going to sophomore.
You're a freshman?
Yeah.
You have aspirations of continuing your football career?
Yes, sir.
Hey, listen, man. I told the fella before you, the relationships that you guys build right now, they'll last a lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
You guys win together, or you lose together. You win together, and it's a bond that'll never be broken for the rest of your lives. I still have my friends that I played with in high school, and we always have that one thing in common. We won a championship together. Can't take that away.
Yeah, we played since pre-K.
You guys won 5.
Yeah, we played with each other since we were in pre-K.
You guys will be friends forever, man.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the beauty of sports. Sports is a great way to build relationships. And I'll tell you, when you get later on in life, you might look back on, lose touch with somebody, but then you'll never know when you might need to reacquaint yourself with somebody for business purposes.
Yeah.
All right, what do you got? We got a few minutes left with you. What else do you want to get off your chest about in the world of sports?
I don't really know, honestly.
Do you have it? Would you think you'd like to have a work in radio and television?
I mean, yeah.
People tell me I have a face for the radio.
You do. You do.
Guys, I used to have long hair, and I used to have a hockey mullet back in the day, and I was about 60 pounds lighter.
I would definitely rock the mullet, honestly.
Well, listen, man, I really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Good luck next year's football season. And stop in again, man. Maybe after the Sixers beat the Hawks, dispose of the Hawks, come on back, and we'll talk a little bit more.
All right, got you.
All right, there he is, Bam, from Mainland High School. Hey, we're broadcasting live up here on the Boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey. 1028 Boardwalk, all campus. Come on up, get a hat. All campus, New Jersey. Today's poll question is, will the Phillies be buyers or sellers at the trade deadline? Will the Phillies be buyers or sellers at the trade deadline? Do you agree with that? Do you agree or disagree? That's A2D Radio. That's the platform. You agree to disagree. And that's what you do in the world of sports. That's why we watch sports, to be able to talk about the water cooler at the office, right? If you're out working a construction site, wherever, people are talking sports. It's okay to disagree. Agree to disagree. A2D Radio. We're broadcasting live on the Boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey. Please hit the like or subscribe button. I think people are going to I think this is going to pick up, man. I think people like talking sports. They want to come up and be a part of the show. A2D Radio, Twitch TV, YouTube, Facebook. Check it out. We're having a good time up here. We're on the boardwalk in Ocean City. There's a nice cool breeze, a beautiful, beautiful night in Ocean City, New Jersey. Come on up, get a hat. Come up and get a hat. All right. As we broadcast live here, come up, get a nice discount if you hit the like button on our Instagram pages. Owner John Coyle, the proprietor here, he's got a great selection of hats, and come on up and support. Get a hat. Get a Sixers hat. Get an Eagles hat. And now let's welcome in our fifth guest tonight. We're having a lot of fun. Bruce from Massachusetts. I think this guy's from Beantown. I got a funny feeling.
No.
Bruce, how are you today?
Okay.
Hey, Bruce, we're here broadcasting live on A2D Radio. We're on Facebook, Twitch TV, and YouTube. So we got a big audience. And big sports fan?
Yes.
You got the Phillies P on right now. We're watching the Phillies and the Yankees. The Yankees are losing 7-3 to our Philadelphia Phillies. Now, you said you're from Massachusetts.
I live in Massachusetts now. I'm from New Jersey.
But you're from New
originally.
Jersey. So you remember that 1980 team?
Yes.
Do you remember the 93 team?
Yes.
You remember the 2008 team? What's your favorite team?
Wow.
It's a tough question, isn't it?
Probably 93.
You know what?
They didn't win.
I got to tell you, I can't tell you how many people our age, we're a little bit older, say the same thing. That 93 team had personality. That team had charm. It had all kind of personalities, like that Macho Row. Remember Macho Row with Lenny Dykstra and Dave Hollins and Darren Dalton, rest his soul, because Darren Dutch passed away. But that was a fun team.
Yeah, they just looked like every time they were out there, they were enjoying themselves. And they seemed like they made the game fun again.
Now, Bruce, are you a big baseball fan?
Yes.
The game has changed. The game is going through a transitional phase right now. I mean, we just had a bunch of young kids come in here, and they said they're not baseball fans. It's sad what's going on in baseball today. What do you attribute that to?
There's just so many other things now for kids to do. I mean, not even physical activities, just the younger
computers,
kids,
phones.
Because I know, like, my grandkids spend so much time on phones and tablets and stuff. But my youngest grandson, he just got involved up there in a introduction program to baseball. He's only 4 years old,
right?
And they give him a glove and a ball, and they're showed him how to throw and hit. And so that was kind of neat for me to see.
The reason why I ask you this is because baseball games, it's taking too long to play. You're talking 3 hours and 25 minutes for a game, and then if the game goes into extra innings, they're losing their audience, and it's a shame because it's such a great game.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this question: do you like the Boston Red Sox? Have you been to Fenway?
Yes, I've been to Fenway.
Our the owner here of All Campus, John Coyle, just went to Fenway Park for the first time to see the Red Sox play. I've never been there.
The last time I was there, actually, it's been a few years. I went to see them play the Phillies when Jamie Moyer was still with the Phillies.
Okay.
So, and I hate to say that was the worst game that he pitched that year, but I have been there for games, but I do not follow the Red Sox as much as I still follow.
Now, when you say you live in Massachusetts, do you live near Boston or
no, we
how
live
far?
in the western part of the state.
Okay.
So
Okay.
just probably about a half hour above Springfield, Mass. So.
By the way, Zach Britton's in for the Yankees right now. He's pitched in 20 games. He's got a 1-2 record. He's he's got a 0 ERA, 1 inning pitched here so far. He's facing Alec Boehm, I believe, is the batter right now. And Boehm is 2 for 4 today. Which is he hasn't been playing. He hasn't been playing as well as we like him to play, or well as he can play.
Right, not as well as last year.
He's been having a little bit of a trouble. Earlier today on my show on ESPN, we talked about how these guys like Kingery, Boehm, Luke Williams, who just got called up, and hits a home run. These guys get off to fast starts and then they fade away. I guess other teams get the book on them, right?
Yep.
Bohm just grounded out, and the Phillies are still up 7-3. We're at the bottom of the seventh, 1 out. Who's your favorite player on this year's team?
I still like Hoskins.
You're a Reese Hoskins fan?
Yeah.
I think Reese is batting what? Reese is batting, I think, 240, 49, I believe, something like that. And no, he's not playing as well as he should be playing, I feel.
No.
Now he's got what? 12 home runs.
Yeah.
He's got 12 home runs, but Reese Hoskins has been a little bit of a disappointment this year.
Yeah. He had a problem with strikeouts last year, too, for a while.
The whole team does.
Yeah.
The whole team. I mean, this team, by the way, do you know strikeouts are up in the league? The batting averages are the lowest it's been. Team batting averages in Major League Baseball are the lowest it's been since 1968. That's when they moved the mound down 5 inches, I believe.
Isn't the average like about 260 or 250 something?
Usually about 258, something like that. And it looks like Torres just popped out. 2 outs in the seventh. We're at the bottom of the seventh. The Phillies have a 7-3 lead. Now, Bruce, you know what I did today? Before I got up here, I took on my sports app, I took the Yankees and the under. The over and under tonight was 9. But I did that not because I really wanted the Yankees to win. I wanted to jinx the Yankees. Because every time I bet, I lose. So I figure the only way I get the Phillies to win is if I take the Yankees. It worked.
So far it is, yeah.
I'm only out $10. I didn't bet a lot of money. But if I would have won, and speaking of Luke Williams, he's batting for the pitcher right here with 2 outs. And he got a piece of it. He fouled it back. This guy, Brad's throwing some heat. He's just hit, 95, did I say? 95 on a gun? It's a great story. But I went to the game. I went to the Phillies game, I think it was Wednesday night. The Phillies were up. They were up.
Oh,
they were losing 1-0.
Yeah.
And I left in the 6th inning, I left. I have a 6-year-old. And I brought her to the game. And I brought my daughter to the game, and she was getting a little tired. And I said, all right, let's go. It was a boring game. 1-0, right? I leave. The Phillies he hits a home run, and they win the game.
Yeah.
And I miss it.
I can watch the games at home up in Mass. I paid to get the MLB package so I could watch them. I fell asleep before I hit them. So.
Yeah, that's the thing about baseball. It's America's pastime. It's a great game, but we're starting to lose. We're starting to lose the younger generation, and it's a shame.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Well, we're here at the Rant booth at All Campus on the Boardwalk in Ocean City, 1028 Boardwalk. Beautiful night tonight.
Yeah, it is.
Beautiful night out there as we watch the Phillies game. You watch the Sixers at all?
I watched part of the game last night last night, right?
They beat the Atlanta Hawks last night.
Yeah.
Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, and Tobias Harris were my 3 stars.
If Embiid can stay healthy through this thing.
That's the thing. He falls down, and he takes hits, and you just wince. You cringe. You go, oh no! Every time he grabs a body part, you're thinking, no, this is the end of the world.
Yep. Yeah.
We're having a good time up here talking sports. Join the Rant booth. Get whatever you want off your mind. Come on up. We're on the Boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey. Come up, get a discount on a hat. You bought your hat here. I love that. Let's look at that Phillies hat. Bruce, tilt it down. That's the camo Phillies hat.
Yeah.
I love it, man. Did he give you that 5% discount?
He gave me the discount.
There you go. That looks good on you, Bruce.
See, I have to come down here to buy all my Philly stuff.
You got it.
Find
Yes.
this much up there.
You don't want to buy Philly stuff up in Massachusetts anyway. It's not the same. Do you get razzed by people that you work with or people that you see
Constantly.
because you're a Philadelphia fan?
Oh yeah.
Are you an Eagles fan too?
Everything.
Yes.
Philadelphia.
We last year we did the Eagles pregame show on my show on 97.3 ESPN, and we had an opportunity to broadcast live from all campus on the boardwalk here in Ocean City. And we were joined by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. And Ken, we had some great guests this year. We talked with John Bunning. Remember him, the linebacker,
yeah.
John Bunning?
Yep.
We spoke with Harold Carmichael.
Oh, wow.
You remember Harold Carmichael? I had Ron Jaworski on my show not too long ago. So we had a lot of guests, and we'll hopefully be doing that again. We had a great time, and it's sports are fun, especially to talk about it when you're at work, or it's a great release from reality.
Yes, it is.
Well, listen, Bruce, I want to thank you so much for coming in the Rant booth. We haven't really had it's so funny. We haven't had too many people ranting about stuff. Mostly everybody that I've talked to tonight, the 5 guests are pretty happy with their teams. I haven't heard anybody complain. Maybe we'll get a complainer coming up next. All right, Bruce.
Thanks again.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Hey, we're broadcasting live here on the Boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey, at all campus, 1028 Boardwalk. Come on up. Get in the Rant booth with us. We're broadcasting live on A2D Radio, Twitch TV, YouTube, and Facebook. You want to come up and rant with us? Come on up. And all campus has great hats, some great stuff. They have great merchandise. Come on up and get a hat of your favorite team. And now let's welcome into the Rant booth. Clifford's going to join us. And Clifford's he's got his Eagles sweatshirt on. I got my Phillies sweatshirt on. What's up, Clifford?
Nothing.
How you doing, man?
Good. How are you?
Clifford, are you here to rant about anything, or you just want to talk a little sports?
I'll just talk a little.
All right. What is your favorite? Who are your favorite teams? Obviously, you like the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm an Eagles fan. For as far as basketball goes, it's got to be the Chicago Bulls.
You're a Bulls fan.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then for baseball, it'd be the Phillies.
And how about do you like NHL? You like the hockey? You like NHL hockey?
Not really.
You're not a big hockey fan. Shocked to find out that we have another person in the Rant booth that's not a Sixers fan. I mean, I've talked to 6 people today, and not everybody is a Phillies, Flyers, Sixers, and Eagles fan. Is that a trend? Is that the way it is nowadays?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's really weird, man. When I grew up, everybody was local, like the local guys. By the way, Ranger Suarez is now on the hill for the Phillies, and he's facing Aaron Judge right now. Judge is 0 for 3, but the Phillies have a 7-3 lead as we speak. The Phillies are 30-31, and if they can hold on tonight and win, they'll move to 500 and they'll be behind the Mets. The Mets won last night, and they're playing again tonight. But what do you think? We have a poll question going on. Do you think the Phillies will be buyers or sellers at the trade deadline?
I don't know. I think it really depends on if they keep winning or losing, and because if they think they can do something in the playoffs or go far, I think they'll be buyers. But I think if they stay where they are,
so obviously, if they can continue to play better baseball, string some wins together, they'll be buyers at the trade deadline, not sellers. But as of right now, as a team is 30-31, what do you think they're going to do? You think they're going to get better, or do you think they're going to regress?
Oh, it's tough to tell. They've gone on some winning and some losing streaks so far this season, so it could go either way. I surely hope that they go on the winning streak and become buyers.
Vince Velasquez, his 2 prior starts today, he had and here's Judge just got a base hit. They had a shift on it. He had a base hit. You see that?
Yeah.
Vince Velasquez, and I made mention to the fact of this in the beginning, his last 2 games, he's 0-2, and his ERA is like north of 10. So he comes out and pitches a pretty good game today.
Yes.
If we can get the line on him, I think he only let up like 2 runs. It's not bad.
No, not at all.
How about the Sixers? So you don't follow the Sixers at all. So did you watch the game last night?
I did not get the chance to know.
What, were you up here on the boardwalk?
What? Yesterday was what? Friday?
Friday?
Yeah, I had something to do last night
Clifford, where are you from?
here in Ocean City.
Oh, you're an Ocean City local. Did you go to the Ocean City mainland baseball game today? As your Red Raiders team defeated the mainland Mustangs 6-1.
Gee, I did not go, but a lot of my friends did.
Big win today for the Red
Yeah.
Raiders. They
Yes.
beat Chase Petty and Brody Levin's mainland Mustangs team.
Mm-hmm.
Do you play base? Do you play baseball?
No.
What's your sport?
Football, wrestling, and track.
I think there were a lot of football players cheering the baseball players on today.
Yeah,
It was
yes.
good to see. There was a huge crowd of Ocean City people over there, all decked out in red. Do you surf?
Sometimes.
Do you get in the water and so you like the ocean?
Yes.
What grade are you in?
I'm in 8th grade.
You're in 8th grade. Do you know my nephews, Colin and Cody Schweim?
Yes.
They're my nephews. Matter of fact, one of the boys is working right up here on the boardwalk right now at Preps. I think it's Colin. Cody likes baseball and basketball, but he's a little guy, so he's got some growing to do. We're broadcasting live here on the boardwalk at Ocean City, New Jersey, 1028 Boardwalk at all campus. We got the Rant booth opened up, and this is our first weekend, Clifford, in the Rant booth. You have contributed to the show, but I haven't heard anybody rant, get upset about anything. You know what I mean? Everybody's been pretty much happy with the way things are going in Philadelphia sports, and I guess with your Bulls, right? Why do you like the Bulls, you think?
Well, my birthday is on the 23rd of the month
Of June.
of May.
Okay, of May.
So, and my uncle is a huge Bulls fan, so I just grew up with it, I guess.
Michael Jordan was a Bull. You're too young for that. You're too young to remember that. They had that team. That Bulls team was amazing.
Yes, yes.
I got to be honest with you. I missed a lot of those years after the Sixers were so bad that I tuned out. I tuned out after the when the Sixers were bad. Here's a chopping ball to the mound, forced play at first base. Runner moves up to second, 2 away, top of the 8th. Looks like the Phillies are playing pretty well today.
Yes, yes.
When's the last time you were at Citizens Bank Park?
Ooh. I don't know. It's been a while. Probably 2 years ago.
Gary Sanchez is up. He's only batting .220, this Gary Sanchez. We have a big crowd on hand at Citizens Bank Park. You knew you were going to get that kind of crowd tonight with the Yankees in town, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I would imagine half the crowd are Yankees fans in the in the ballpark tonight. Rangers Suarez is on the hill for the Phillies. He's already thrown 13 pitches tonight. 2 outs. We're in the top of the 8th. Beautiful night on the boardwalk here in Ocean City, New Jersey. As people stroll by, we're at all campus. 1028 Boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey. Come on up. Purchase a hat. We got a great selection of college, pro, Major League Baseball pro, NHL pro, NBA, NFL. We got all kind of hats. What you got your hat backwards? What do you got?
Oh, I got my Bulls hat on.
You got your Bulls hat on? And that looks like an old hat. Let me see that. Hold that up. You are a Bulls fan. All right. So, Clifford, what sports do you play?
Football, wrestling, and track.
And what position you play in football?
Center and D-line.
Is that right? You lifting weights?
Yeah.
You got to lift weights if you want to be a football player. You got to prepare your body, mentally and physically. You got to prepare. Football's not easy.
No.
Tough sport, isn't it?
Yeah.
Basketball, believe it or not, basketball is just as much a physical game as football.
Yeah.
It really is. Those guys bang each other out there.
It's changing every day.
Yeah, man. We're watching the Phillies right now as we sit here at all campus on the boardwalk, 1028 Boardwalk. Come on up. Join me in the Rant booth. Get off your chest whatever you want to get off. Sanchez just hit a ball to right field. Bryce Harper fields it, throws the home plate, Aaron Judge is safe. The Phillies lead is now 7-4. Is 3. The Phillies lead has shrunk to 3. Uh-oh, you worried about the bullpen?
Oh, I don't know.
I think that's the first. I want to say that's the first run Suarez has given up in like 3 or 4 games. He's been pitching pretty well. It's a nice stroke by Sanchez. Bryce Harper comes up, makes a nice throw to the plate, but just not in time. Aaron Judge slides under the tag, and the Yankees get a run closer. It's now 7-4 Phillies. Clifford, thanks for coming in the Rant booth tonight. We really appreciate it, brother.
Thanks for having me.
All right, man. We'll see you again since you're an Ocean City local. We'll be here. Come on up and sit with me again in the Rant booth.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, we've got a lot of activity up here on the boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey, at the Rant booth. Like I said, I'm shocked. Nobody's complaining about anything. Everybody's happy. The Sixers are winning. I guess nobody's mad about anything. Maybe we might have to change the name. Not to the Rant booth. I want some passion. I want people to get fired up. So we can have all kind of people come in here, people that have aspirations of being on radio and television. Who knows? You can start your career. Or you can just come up and get whatever is off your chest. Get whatever bothers you, get off your chest. Come up and talk to me about whatever you want to talk about in the world of sports. Of course, the Sixers won Game 3 last night in Atlanta to regain home court advantage and are up 2-1 against the Hawks. And now let's bring in another Rant booth participant. Let's bring into the Rant booth Todd. All right, Todd, come on in, join the Rant booth.
What's up, Billy?
How you doing, Todd?
Nice to meet you, Billy.
Well, nice to meet you. Now, I am shocked. I'm going to ask a question from you. The first question I want to ask you is, Todd, are you a Phillies, Flyers, Sixers, and Eagles fan?
Diehard Philadelphia sports fan. Add Villanova basketball to that as well, Billy.
What's going on with the youth of today? If there's anything you should be ranting about, it's why I mean we are first 5 people aren't all Phillies, Flyers, Sixers, and Eagles fans.
It's unacceptable, Billy. It's unacceptable.
It's unacceptable, Todd. Where are you from, Todd?
Blue Bell.
Oh, Blue. You know, back in the day, I used to work for Wings. Wings
The
Airways.
airport. The
That's
airport,
right.
yeah.
They had that little Trilander that used to fly in the Philadelphia International Airport. That's where I started my aviation career. I worked on the ramp at U.S. Airways for 24 years, but I started with Wings. It was based out of Bluebell.
Yes.
How about that?
Small world, Billy.
So, Todd, what do you think about the Sixers?
Listen, they got a 2-1 lead, Billy. A lot of people counted them out after game 1. Oh, Trae Young this, Trae Young that. But listen, the Hawks, 50% three-point shooting. They weren't going to do that all series.
50%. How about this, Todd? You know in the first half of that game 1, they shot 75% from the field? That's unheard of.
They didn't miss a shot, Billy. You knew it wasn't going to last. They have some good players, but Doc Rivers is doing a better job guarding Trae Young with the squad. I see the Sixers winning in 5.
You know what, Todd? Smart minds think alike. I predicted the Sixers in 5, and even after game 1, I was not all upset. I mean, yeah, I was shocked, like I think the rest of the team was shocked that the Sixers came out and the Hawks came out and stunned us by shooting such a high percentage. I mean, Trae Young was on fire. Capello, the league's leading rebounder, he was on fire. They were hitting on all cylinders. It was almost like surreal.
Yeah, it was a depressing game 1. We came back, though, Billy, took care of business in game 2 and took control back of the series on Friday evening.
Listen, I want to ask you a question about Ben Simmons because Ben Simmons is a polarizing player. Would you agree?
Yeah, unfortunately, when he goes to the free throw line, looks like he's going for a test, like
looks
a,
like he's shooting with the
middle
wrong,
schooler for a test.
Todd, it looks like he's shooting with the wrong hand.
Horrible, Billy.
All right, I want to throw some statistics out at you. Last night he went 4 for 8 from the line, 50%. His percentage for these playoffs, all the playoffs, the 8 games that he's played in, 17 for 48, 35.4%. Not good enough.
No, especially as we move forward in the playoffs, most likely get Brooklyn in the Eastern Conference Final. Hack a Ben, games are going to be close.
I know we're close in age. You remember Hack a Shack.
How can you
And that had a
forget?
better rhyme to it, didn't it?
It sure did. This is worse, unfortunately. Shaq actually shot better at the line than Ben Simmons.
And this way you can stay in tune with what we're doing. Of course, I have a radio show on 97.3 ESPN called The Locker Room. We're on every Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to noon. Have you had an opportunity to check that show out?
I have. I love.
Have you really?
Yep, I have. I love sports. Speak of ESPN, my buddy Kevin Connors. Have you heard of Kevin?
I think I know. I
Yeah.
don't know him personally, but I've heard of him.
We used to do this together, sports shows in college at
Is
Ithaca
that right?
back in the 90s.
You went to Ithaca.
I went to Ithaca, the Bombers.
We're back up. Let me turn this way so we get Todd in here. And what's Ithaca's? What's their fight? What is their mascot?
The Bombers, the Ithaca Bombers.
The Ithaca Bombers. Were you in radio and TV?
I did some, yeah. Sports management was my major,
Okay.
but I did some
Today
sports
on
shows.
my show on the Locker Room, we had local sports agent Jared Colton was on today.
Okay.
And Jared has represented some big names: Boomer Esiason, Ryan Howard. He said some big names. But you know what's funny, Todd? I asked him because you have a background in this. I asked him how accurate was the movie Jerry Maguire. He said it was pretty accurate.
Great movie.
He said that he had to spend so much time taking care of his clients that it cost him his marriage. It's pretty honest.
Honest and sad.
Well, yeah, it is. But I mean, you dedicate your life to your work. Sometimes that's what happens.
Work is important.
Yeah. But so you're a Sixers fan. You're a Phillies fan.
Yeah, huge Phillies
Let's
fan.
talk a little Phillies baseball.
Talk a little Phillies. Looks like they finished this game out. They're back to 500 on a little streak. Billy, it's good to see.
All right, I love it. Now we're going to go into the ninth, or the top of the ninth, and you think, here we go. Let's hold our breath. Let's cross our fingers.
Hector.
We got Hector coming up. We're going to see Hector Neris.
He is a scary pitcher. He's cost us some games. 3-run lead here against the Yanks.
Is it enough?
I think it's enough. He may let up a run, but I don't think he lets up 3. I think we hold on. We win game 1 here against the Yanks.
Our baseball poll question today, A2D radio poll question is, will the Phillies, as of right now, what you see right now, where we are right now, top of the ninth, Phillies are 30-31 on the cusp of winning another, even their record to 500. Will they be buyers or sellers at the trade deadline?
It's interesting because at the beginning of the year, their over-under, Billy, was 81.
81.
So
I think it was 80 and a half.
Or 80 and a half, 81. Yeah, so they're right on that. I mean, with the extra playoff team, 5 teams, I know it's not last year 8,
Right.
but they still got a shot. You'd like to see them. You'd like to see them buy versus sell, Billy.
I tell you, I'm a little disappointed in Aaron Nola. I thought we'd have a little bit more with him. I think he's 4-4 with a 4.09 earned run average. Not good enough.
No,
Good enough.
he's not. I mean, Zach Wheeler appears to be the ace after the first 60-plus games.
Since May 6th, Zach Wheeler has gone 58 and a third innings. It's only given like 8 runs.
Guy's been lights out. That's what we need from Nola if we want to make a playoff run.
So you think, though, right now we'll be buyers?
I hope so, yeah.
You hope so.
I
but
do.
Sorry.
I do.
Okay.
I do think they will be buyers. I think, especially with the NL East. I know the Mets are injured, but they're right there.
What about DeGrom? You see, DeGrom he's unbelievable.
The guy's unbelievable.
He lowered his ERA. It was
Now,
like 0.69, I believe, down to 0.52.
There was some sort of injury to the elbow.
Yeah,
maybe?
no, all reports it said there was no damage.
Nothing bad.
Darn it.
Right?
Now, I don't wish anybody bad luck, but I can't stand the Mets. I I don't hate the Yankees, but I hate the Mets.
I'm not
right,
big,
because we don't see the Yankees that often.
Right, another league, exactly.
Right, the American League.
See the Mets.
Hey, you're a baseball guy. Do you want to see the DH in the NL?
I think it would make for more exciting. The pitcher strikes out.
Well, I got to tell you, we were talking earlier about baseball's losing some fans. Excuse me, losing the younger generation. Maybe it's time to give the DH into the National League.
Get some more runs in the game. Absolutely, Billy.
The league batting averages are the lowest it's been since 1968. Why is that? Launch angle, the analytics?
A lot of analytics these days.
I mean, if they teach these kids that hit launch angle, exit velocity, they're not worried about moving runners. The game's lost its luster because these games are too long.
Yeah, the first inning alone today, Billy, was 45 minutes.
Right? I mean, we liked it because we were scoring runs, and that's exciting, especially at our home field at Citizens Bank Park. But they're not consistent with that.
No, agreed, Billy.
The Yankees, my brother said to me, Bobby made a point. He finds it peculiar that the Yankees don't have the names on the back of their jerseys. They never did.
Never did.
Because
not like some
Yankees,
of the other
right? They're
teams.
the team. Did the Yankees have
they have that aura, the Yankees.
They what?
That aura, the Yankees
Yeah,
aura.
the Yankees. They want people to know the numbers,
name,
right? The cocky Yankees. Winners of what? 26 championships?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Hell of a team. I wouldn't put them at the top of the AL this year, though, Billy. The Rays and the White Sox, and gosh, even the Red Sox playing better ball than the Yankees right now.
No, I said this on my show, and I'll say it again. You know what you're going to get out of Romuto. You know what you're going to get out of Bryce Harper. Reese Hoskins and Nola are your keys to the team's success. Would you agree with that?
Hoskins is having a hell of a first 60 games.
Would you say hell of a? He's batting like 260. He's got 12 home runs.
12 homers. Maybe that's what gets excited. You're right. Maybe hell of is a little too much.
I would say he's having a decent, solid first part of theirs. One out.
It's a big out. It's a big out there, Billy.
I like it. Big out. Look at Naris just took a swipe. Who did he hit? Andahar?
I believe
he just
so.
took a swipe at him. Eagles. What do you think about the Eagles?
Oh, man. I mean, what's the total? 5.5, 6? I'm more interested in high school football. My son's high school football than the Eagles.
Who's he play for?
He's Germantown Academy.
Okay. And what year is your son?
He'll be a sophomore.
All right.
He's the kicker. He's a soccer player.
Is that right?
And the football kicker.
You know what? My nephew is my nephew lives in Georgia. He goes to, I think, either South or East Paulding. Where's Zach Wheeler went to high school? Down in Georgia. And my nephew is a field goal kicker. He's also a receiver. He's booting 50-yard field goals.
Yeah,
right through the uprights.
Kids can crush them.
Your son, he's got some.
He's in the 40s already. As
That's
going
awesome.
into his sophomore year.
Sophomore year.
Yeah, should be exciting. He's ready for the varsity job, and
You think Jalen Hurts is going to be a serviceable to good quarterback?
I think so. I'm not sold on it
You
yet.
not sold on it? Do you like Nick Sirianni?
Honestly, no.
No?
I got to be
Or
honest.
you think his hype, his energy and enthusiasm, you think it's fake?
It just doesn't seem like the smartest man. He's talking about rock, paper, scissors when deciding on different things.
How about he's talking about ping pong and 3-point shooting?
He's all over the place.
But he likes that the mantra competition,
Yeah.
right? He's instilling the competition theme in people.
We'll see how he does. If you look on their schedule, they may be favored in 2-3 games. The Eagles, though, it's not going to be a very pretty year, Billy.
Weakest schedule in the league, right? So I mean, who knows? Maybe 7 games, 6, 7. You don't seem too optimistic.
I'd take the under if I was a betting man.
All right. Well, speaking of betting, man, you know what I did tonight prior to getting on here? I took the Yankees in the under.
Yankees in the under.
Because I wanted to jinx, because I'm not meant to make money on, I got my jinx, so I figured I'd jinx the Yankees.
Well, the game's not over yet. Eris just walked the guy.
Well, listen, Todd, I want to thank you so much for spending time on the inaugural Rant booth.
That was fun.
Here up on A2D radio. Of course, you'll probably be able to catch you can pull that up anytime and see your body of work.
Good to get back to it, Billy.
I
Good
really
to get back
appreciate
to
it, Todd.
Fun times.
All right, man.
Enjoy the rest of the night.
We will. Let's go, Phils. Let's go, Sixers.
Do it.
All right, man. We're broadcasting live on the Boardwalk here, A2D Radio. We're on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube TV. And now we're going to have another Rant Booth participant here as we watch the top of the ninth. Hector Neris has 1 out, 1 man on, and let's welcome into the Rant Booth here on the Boardwalk at Ocean City, New Jersey. Is it Nick?
It is Nick.
What's up, Nick?
How you doing?
How you doing, man? So, Nick, are you a big Phillies fan?
I'm not a Philadelphia sports fan. I'm a big football guy. I just love
wait,
football.
you're not. Where are you from?
My family's from Northern Virginia, so I'm all
Okay.
DC sports. I got a place in my heart for Philly sports, despite most of them being rivals, just because I've been living in Philly most of my life.
So, would you say you're Washington?
Yeah, I'm Washington. Yeah, but I don't have any bad blood with
the
anything
Washington
in
football
Philadelphia.
team,
Yeah,
the Wizards,
yeah. Unfortunately, yeah.
the Capitals,
Caps and the Nats.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you been to the Nationals Park?
I have not been to the new park yet.
You haven't been there
Newish park, I
because
guess, at this
that's
point,
right downtown Washington.
Yeah.
Is it right near the Capitol? Right.
It is right near the Capitol. Yeah. I've
The
been
Philadelphia
FedEx.
Phillies are. It looks like we're.
I've been to this park.
Have you been
Tell
to
that.
Citizens
Yeah,
Bank
many
Park?
times. I love Citizens Bank.
The Philadelphia Phillies have not played, I think, up to their potential this year so far. I think there's a lot of guys that just don't. They can't get anybody hot at the same time.
Well, I think this is like year 3 of that, right? I mean, when you go out, I mean, they obviously had a lot of money a few years back. They were able to pay Bryce Harper. I don't know if Zach Wheeler was the same year, but they pay him as a pitcher, right? They brought in a lot of guys hoping to kind of use that free agency to boost up the roster. It just hasn't all come together. I think it's the unfortunate part about baseball is you can just be great on paper and you just don't see the benefit of it. It's such a random sport kind of, and at any point they could put it together, but it just hasn't happened yet.
One thing that we're going to do, this is our inaugural first Rant Booth that we've ever done, and we're going to be able to watch the games while we are here on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook TV, and of course A2D Radio. We get to comment live, and there's a celebrity that just walked in, Lou Nolan, the public address announcer for the Philadelphia Flyers, have stopped up to see us. But the Philadelphia Phillies, they haven't been able to get 2 people hot. And baseball, the pitching, it's all about pitching.
It's all about pitching.
Now the Phillies have Zach Wheeler, who's lights out, who's been pitching great, but the Aaron Nola, what's up with Aaron Nola?
Oh, I can't say I've been watching the Phillies a lot lately, but
No, so you're more. So I see in a note here. You want to talk about the NFL?
Yeah,
All right, let's turn our attention. This is the Rant Booth. So what do you want to get off your chest?
Well, I'm just thinking we should talk about the Eagles because I think they're an interesting spot right now where they're in a division that's not very good. You get 3 first-round picks. You could rebuild a roster really quickly with that, especially just based on.
Do you think the Eagles had a good draft?
I thought they had a very solid draft. I like the first round. I don't mind trading up with a 3rd-round pick there to get Devontae Smith. I think he is a guy that is kind of going to be high upside, low downside. We'll see where he fits into the offense. I think him and Jalen Hurts being college teammates is going to be good for chemistry. A lot of quarterback-receiver matchups, that type of stuff matters a lot. He's a guy who can run any route. He can run slot. He can run outside for you. The size thing was a concern for a lot of people, but look, the guy's a gamer. He broke records in college. I don't worry about that as much. Second round, they come back with Landon Dickerson. One of their strengths has been offensive line recently. We've heard about people talk about this a lot, but they're really old there. And it's the same on the defensive side. The front four is good, but it's older except for Derek Barnett.
And of course, the Eagles just picked up a free agent from the Washington football team.
Yeah, Ryan Kerrigan, who is also older, but he'll give you.
Do you think? Since you see a lot of the Redskins, or Washington football games, what do you think? Does Kerrigan have a lot left in the tank?
So I don't think he is a 3-down player anymore, but as a rotational pass rusher, especially on those third downs, third and longs when teams are trying to throw the ball, he can get after it. He has explosive athletic ability. He just doesn't, I guess, have the energy to play every snap, or doesn't have the sturdiness. He's had some injuries and later in his career, but he was productive last year as a guy who played only a third of the snaps. He had about 5.5 sacks as a full-time starter 2 years ago. And then last year, cut his snaps a little more than in half, and he had the same number of sacks. So, his pass rush win rate has not dipped as his career has gone on. He's a guy who will produce for you. I just don't think he's going to be a starter. Now, luckily, they have Derek Barnett. They have Brandon Graham, who's been a consistent guy who gets pressures on QBs throughout his career. I wouldn't worry about that. And Fletcher Cox, obviously, is an all-pro player. He's great.
But the Eagles have always had a philosophy of guys that get above the age of 32, they kind of try to part ways with them. They've kept Cox and Graham, and look, they're fan favorites here in Philadelphia in this area, but I'm a little skeptical about their age.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to get to a point here if you're going for full rebuild, and I think teams kind of shy away from this, but you need to commit to it. If you're going to rebuild your roster, you got to cut the guys you're paying. You got to shed older talent. You got a lot of draft picks. You probably use a couple of them. You try, and we'll see what happens with Jalen Hurts. I'm a little skeptical as to what he can be.
Yeah, I gotta be honest with you. I mean, the Carson Wentz situation has come and gone. He's in Indianapolis,
which was great for them, by the way. Getting the first round pick.
Oh no! Hector Neris blows another save. Who was the Yankees? Just tied the score on a 3-run shot in the top of the ninth. Can you believe it?
Wow. This game has been wild. We've been all over Ocean City today.
I'll tell you what,
it's just been
Hector Neris, man, I'm worried about his mental health. Can you believe that? What is that?
Crazy.
One out in the top of the ninth.
And this is what baseball's becoming, because you talked about pitching's become so great. How are you going to damage teams with runs? You got to do it late. You got to take advantage of
I don't believe it.
Play,
I don't believe it.
Here it is.
That's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Neris. Nick, good talking football with you, and it seems like you have a really good command of, even though you're a Washington fan, you pay attention to the Eagles, and have an understanding. Who do you think is going to win the division this year?
So because no one wins the division 2 years in a row, I can't say Washington. I think Washington's the best team. I just have that feeling that they won't, because I think, look, the league is quarterback play now. It's just, you can be good everywhere else, like Denver is, and they have their quarterbacks, Teddy Bridgewater. They're probably not going to be a playoff team just because they're going to have poor QB play this year. Dallas, I don't care how bad their defense is. I don't care if their O-line's beat up, and the receivers are good, and they got Dak Prescott back. They're probably going to be good.
Dallas is done. They can't. They'll shoot themselves in the foot.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, they might make the playoffs and lose immediately, but I think it's tight. I think the Giants did a lot of good things this offseason. They went out and they secured another receiver, drafted one. I think the trade back to get another first round.
Saquon Barkley's working. Looks like he's rehabilitating. He looks like he's
wary about their offensive line, how they can take advantage of Saquon, because that O-line is not good. But if Daniel Jones plays the way he did second half of the season and that defense continues to look all right, they could also be in the running. And I wouldn't count out Philly just because if they need to build an offense around Hurts' running ability, that's where he was strong his first 4 games of this last season. And it was a small sample size.
Yeah, it was a small sample size, no doubt about it.
But he wasn't that great throwing the ball. He threw a lot of balls downfield, which you like out of your quarterback, but he had a high turnover-worthy play percentage. So get him running the ball. get him outside the pocket, see what he can do. And if he has a really good year, I wouldn't count out Philly either.
Hey, Nick, do you have aspirations of being a radio and TV guy?
Yes.
You're doing a
Actually,
great job.
Podcast, yes.
Well, listen, I got to tell you, you have a podcast?
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us?
All right. Follow Boomer Bust Draft at Boomer Bust Draft on Twitter. Find us on YouTube. We're doing pretty good for ourselves. We just covered our first draft this past year. We'll be about to start getting videos going again, talking about the quarterbacks that we're looking at this year, guys like Sam Howell.
Outstanding. And listen, I really appreciate you coming into the Rant booth. This is our first weekend doing it. It seems like we're doing pretty well, having a lot of fun with it. And come back and join us again.
Yeah, we'll do. Thanks.
All right, there he is. Nick.
All these guys, everything. Yeah, they're great.
You follow? Okay, great. Thank you very much, Nick. I appreciate it. All right. Now we got a special guest lined up. We're broadcasting live here on the Boardwalk in Ocean City at all campus, 1028 Boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey. We're on A2D Radio, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Come check us out. And now it's my pleasure and my honor to welcome into the Rant booth. Let's see if he rants. We haven't had anybody to rant. Everybody's been pretty docile today. So let's welcome into the A2D radio platform here at all campus the PA dress announcer, a good friend of ours, Lou Nolan. How you doing, Lou?
Billy.
We can hear you. They can hear you. It's not that. I know it's not that high. It's just we're getting old. We're deaf.
Nice tan. You're working on your tan early,
Not yet.
buddy.
Not yet.
You kidding? You're tan. We're tan than most of the people on the boardwalk.
My brother's more tan than I am.
Hard to believe. Mattis is working on his too. Rick.
Okay, yeah. Well, I spoke with him. He's down there at 13th Street tonight.
You told me you were here. Yeah.
How you doing, Lou?
See you. I'm doing fine.
You look great.
I feel good.
Ocean City. Can't beat that, right? We're down here in summertime.
It's nice.
Beautiful night here on the boardwalk.
Sure is. Hey, I had a lobster roll up there.
The what?
Yeah, lobster roll's pretty good up there.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I haven't been down there yet.
Well, you ought to go. You like lobster rolls?
I love it. I love lobster.
It's not a commercial, but it's a hell of a lobster roll.
Well, you have to tell me after the show. Now, Lou, we decided to do this up here on the boardwalk called the Rant booth to get people to come in and rant about stuff, but we haven't had one person with any really complaints about anything. But now I know you have something to complain about. Do you believe what we just saw?
I don't believe that, no, and it's unfortunate.
I can't believe what we just saw.
I read an article this morning that said he's among the top relievers in the National League.
Yeah,
right?
in the Daily News.
And then suddenly he grooves a couple, and that's that.
I cannot believe.
It's unfortunate.
How about this? Today before the show, I know that I'm a jinx. Anytime I bet, I lose. So I figured I'd take the Yankees tonight and the under.
Okay.
I had the Phillies winning. There was 2 outs away in the ninth to win the game. And now I'm going to lose both. I'll win. Well, who knows what's going to happen, but I'm devastated.
Well, they're ramping up here to win this one in the walk-off like they always do.
They can't keep doing this. Can they keep doing this,
No,
Lou?
of course not.
All right, Lou, let's talk a little Flyers hockey.
Okay.
Flyers had a disappointing season this year.
Oh,
some guys, does that put it mildly?
Yes. That's a nice way to put it. It was not a good year. Started out great, and then COVID hit, and everything shut down. Then when it came time to get back at it, it couldn't come together.
No.
Never came
You know
together.
what? I think the COVID really – and not to say that all teams weren't affected. Some teams are more affected than others. I think the Flyers – I don't want to make excuses, but it seemed to me they could never get it going because look at how they played last year when it's in the summer. The young defense, they were playing well. Niskanen was there, and he didn't come back. You're going to tell me one guy made that big of a difference on the blue line?
Yes.
Really?
I'll tell you that. But I would say to you that just years that weren't as great by a couple of the other guys. But, you take away a partner of your number one guy, and then you keep trying people with him. You never get any stability. Oh, my God, off the wall.
Oh, jeez. Bryce Harper with a double.
Hit a homer.
About, 2 feet away from a home run.
Yeah. Hey, they got a shot at it again.
That's his team.
It's hard to believe.
It's like the cardiac kids these guys are.
Yeah. So, hey, to get back to the Flyers while we watch this run score, one of the problems that Kevin Hayes, I thought had a lousy second half.
Well, now we know why.
I discovered why.
Yeah.
I mean, he was avoiding contact. He was late getting to where he needed to be.
Lou, during my show in the locker room on 97.3 ESPN, throughout the year, I was saying, what's wrong with Kevin Hayes. I mean, he doesn't look like he looked like he was like a escapade, like he was skating around with no, like he didn't have it like but now we know why. I mean, he had the core muscle surgery. I couldn't figure out for the life of me what was wrong with him.
God bless the guy that he went. That he played. I mean, he could have just shut it down, he kept trying to go out, and I'm not sure that he gave anybody the full boat.
He didn't tell. Was he not telling anybody the truth?
I think so. Yeah.
So he hurt the team more than he helped the team, maybe.
No, but he's the way he was better than most guys.
And how about Carter? How about the goalie? I mean, what? Do you think? Look, Ron Hextall, you and I know, was not fired for bringing people up too quickly, or maybe not quick enough, and then they bring Hart up, and then he underperformed.
Hart's a hell of a player. He will be good next year. And
I
think you can count on that.
Did I read that right? Like, because Hexy was slow to bring people up. Would you say that's true? A true statement?
Yeah, I think they ran out of patience on him, and he was just patiently bringing guys along, but maybe not getting the guys the opportunities. I mean, you look at some of these teams with these young kids playing now. I mean, the kids are young and they're playing, and they come up and play with better players, and they play better.
Look, if they're good enough, put them in. But I don't know if
I don't know unless you try.
Right. I don't know. See, Lou, I don't know if I've ever subscribed to the theory that you got to hold them back, play them when they're ready. But is there any truth to do you think that Hart was damaged by coming up earlier?
No.
It's like he's not going to be damaged, is it?
I don't think he's going to be damaged at all. No, I don't think he came up. It was a good thing, and he played well. He's been seeing a sports psychologist since he was 10 years old. So
right.
I mean,
that's what
I'm his head is okay. It's just some mechanics that weren't good. And
of course they were giving up a lot of shots and no practice. You know what, Lou? That's another excellent point.
You're right, Bill.
People don't realize how valuable practice is.
Well, the repetition in this league is very, very important. How they come out of the zone.
Right.
How they defend. How they push guys to the outside. And, hey, if you're not getting the reps in practice, when are you going to get them? Can't get them in the game, that's for sure.
Hey, we're broadcasting live on the Boardwalk here on A2D Radio, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We're at all campus, 1028 Boardwalk in Ocean City. We're joined by a legendary public address announcer from the Flyers. Lou Nolan is sitting in with us as we watch the Philadelphia Phillies blow a 7-4 lead on a home run by LeMahieu, was it?
Yeah, it was LeMahieu, and then he struck out the right fielder there, 99.
Judge.
Yeah. So
what a shame.
Now they set up a double play here. They didn't give him anything.
We got one out in the bottom of the ninth as looks like the Yankees pitching coach is coming out here.
Coach, yeah, just a coach.
Take a look.
Probably wants to tell this pitcher what he should be doing for this young guy.
How about the
batting?
mystique of the Yankees and the Montreal Canadiens? What Montreal Canadiens and Yankees have about the same amount of championships, Lou? 26, I believe. Something like that?
I don't know.
That's pretty close.
I'm a lousy stat guy. But I know this, that the series with Boston and the Islanders was a hell of a lot more fun to watch than the Canadiens and Winnipeg.
But I gotta be honest with you. I let that first series, the Montreal Canadiens against the Toronto Maple Leafs. That was fun. I love those unis. It was I just love that. I'm an old guy, I guess, but I just love watching that series. For history purposes alone.
I picked Toronto at first, and then Toronto's out, and then I say, well, what do you think? Now I say, well, I got to pick Vegas, but I'd like to see the Canadiens for that series.
Yeah,
and I'd like to see the Islanders, but I got to pick against them too. So I don't know.
Alec Boehm's up here, Lou. Man on first and second, 7-7 tie. We're in the bottom of the ninth, one out. Alec Boehm's he's been under
a couple of hits today, I think.
Yeah, what did he do? He's 2 for 5 today, and but he's been underperforming. Another young guy. The Phillies seem like they get these young guys that come on like a ball of fire, and then the flame dies out.
Billy, if you are coming around the first time around in the National League, is one thing. You can hit the ball.
Wow, what a play.
Whew.
What a defensive
And
play.
the second time around, they got a book on you.
Yeah.
So, they know how to get you out. And he's got to work on how to beat that book. It's like with anybody. With goalies, the same thing. They know more about goalies, but he was a little too deep in his net, and it's habits. There it is right there.
Lou, you've seen a lot of hockey at the Spectrum, the Wells Fargo Center, Wachovia, Wells Fargo. You've seen a lot. You've seen a lot of players, a lot of great guys. Some of the people that we've become friends with. You've made relationships that'll last a lifetime. You've had a wonderful career there.
Yeah.
You've seen so much. It's just amazing the longevity that you've had, and people love you.
Well, it's nice of you to say that. It flatters me. I've been in a lot of games. You do so many games, people get to know you. I'm just trying not to be the show. That's all. So players.
You're like an umpire. The umpires if the umpires are noticed, they're doing too much.
You got it. You're absolutely right.
Well, Torreyes is up with a man on first and third, 2 outs, and I believe Torreyes has had I think he's got a couple hits as well today, doesn't he?
Yep. Yeah, they've gotten stuff in the bottom of the lineup, so it's pretty good.
He's 2 for 4 today. My brother likes him. We had a good show today, Lou. My brother Bobby, and I worked together for the first time in a little while, my brother is a pilot by trade, but he first time he'd been with me in 15 months since the pandemic because we were broadcasting from home, but we made it through. And let's hope. I know Penn State's got their schedule up. The NBA is going to have a full schedule next year. The NHL, the same thing. Let's hope everything gets back to normal for a good year next year.
I'll vote for that one. I hope that I'm back in the penalty box instead of way, way up where I was because of the COVID protocol. So I'm excited. You start new and you try and figure it out. And we're probably not going to be as good as the best team.
Right.
And hopefully we won't be as bad as the worst team.
Well, we got the 13th pick this year, right? Yeah. When's that draft? I guess at the end of the month, right?
Yeah. July.
Lou, thank you so much.
Bill, it's always wonderful to see you.
A pleasure.
Thanks for the opportunity to sit in here.
Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised to see you, and tell Rick Manis I said hi.
I'll do it when I go back, pick up my car.
All right.
Talk to you later, man.
All right.
Right.
There he is, everybody. Lou Nolan right here on A2D Radio. We're broadcasting live on the Boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey at all campus. Come on up. You'll never know who will pop up as we have fun here. Thank you, Lou. And it's a beautiful night here on the Boardwalk. Got an opportunity to talk to Lou Nolan. That was so much fun. But what's not fun is watching this debacle. I can't believe the Phillies and Neris surrendered a 3-run home run in the top of the 9th inning to the Yankees. It's a travesty. But right now we got first and third. 2-2 count on Torreyes. People in the stands are putting their hands on their heads, covering their eyes. Here's the stretch and the 2-2 pitch. Oh, looks like he got him. He struck him out. Torreyes on a check swing. We got a Yankees fan in here. I'm not too happy about that. We're broadcasting live on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, A2D Radio. We had Lou Nolan in here. How about that? That was a nice surprise. Lou Nolan. Come on, sit in the Rant booth with us here. A2D Radio. Come on, talk sports with us. We're having a lot of fun watching the Yankees-Phillies, although we got a Yankees fan in here, and she's jumping up and down, all excited because the Yankees just tied the game. I'm not happy about that, but we're in the Rant booth, and you can talk about whatever you want. Come sit with me here. We're on the Boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey, A2D Radio, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Hey, sign up. Hit the like button. Sign up for to watch the program right here at all campus on the Boardwalk. 1028. Great merchandise in here. Got great hats. John Coyle, proprietor, opened up after a devastating fire to Playland. We got him up and running. Come on up. Support John and all campus. Of course, it's a beautiful night here on the Boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey. Summertime I think the official start of summer is the 21st. So it's right around the corner. But now we're gonna. And by the way, like, I still haven't heard anybody rant. It's called the Rant Booth because we thought we were gonna have people upset but I think I'm gonna rant with my next guest. Come on, sit in here. We got Megan. Megan, you seem like a nice girl, but you got the wrong hat on. Even though you bought even though you bought the hat at all campus here on the Boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey, which is a good thing, it's the wrong hat.
No, it's the right hat.
It's a Yankees hat.
It's the right hat.
All right, so Megan, where are you from?
I am from a small town in Pennsylvania, like an hour north of Scranton.
Okay. So I guess growing up, you get all the Yankees games on TV?
Yeah. My
More than
little
Phil?
brother was a huge Yankees fan. I wasn't really into baseball, but my little brother was a huge Yankees fan growing up.
So have you been up to Yankee Stadium?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
You know, a lot of people might accuse you of being a front runner.
I didn't get into baseball until a few years ago.
Now, Megan, you're here in Ocean City. It's beautiful here in Ocean City.
It's great.
But are you going to maybe take a ride to Citizens Bank Park tomorrow for Game 2?
Absolutely not.
No?
You cannot be a New York sports fan in Philly.
Oh, is that
That's
right?
A bad idea.
But, there's a lot of blue. I see a lot of blue in the stands tonight.
I do see a lot of blue. I'm not that brave.
You've got camouflage on.
Yeah, you can't see me, right?
So, now we can see you. I noticed that, normally, if you're in a game and it's like you're jumping up and down, a dagger was just put into my heart by your Yankees, and I see you jumping up and down. I'm like, oh my God.
By DJ LeMahieu, who is not a home run hitter. He's just a small ball player. He's a small ball player, which is great, but how many home runs does he hit?
You know what? I don't know off the top of my head because I'm not a Yankees fan. But he's got some pop in his bat.
He does, but he's not a home run hitter, right? He's just small ball. He plays the small ball game, and he plays the small ball game well.
Baseball, we were talking earlier with a few of our guests, a few people that came in the rant about how baseball has changed. That the game is taking too long to play, and there's not enough action. How do you feel about that? I mean, how many times a week would you say you watch a baseball game?
So I have been watching the Yankees pretty much nonstop the past couple of years. I haven't been a baseball fan for most of my life, but I would say
it's America's pastime. It's not like NBA basketball, NFL football. Obviously, all the action in football. NHL, there's a lot of hitting. That puck's moving fast. Baseball's like a mellow. They pass time.
Yeah, but I like a good pitcher's duel as well as a good home run duel, right? It's different aspects of the game. I like a good pitcher's duel when the pitchers you
understand that.
Yeah.
A lot of young.
Isn't it exciting when there's a no-hitter?
Oh no, there's nothing. But look, you're preaching the choir with me, but I tell you, we had maybe 6 or 7 people earlier today. Younger people, anywhere from the age of 8th grade to say college, who don't even watch baseball. Sure. We're losing a whole generation of baseball fans.
Fans love to see home runs, but I love to see like a no-hitter where the pitchers are doing so well that they keep them in the entire game. Because how many games do you see pitchers last the entire game? No.
Look, this year we saw we've seen 6 no-hitters so far this year.
Exactly.
And that's been pretty good.
So exciting.
And matter of fact, I don't know if you know, but we had Tommy Green on my show on The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN every Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. I had Tommy Green on the show, who pitched the no-hitter 30 years ago.
I just think no-hitters, like perfect games, that's the exciting part because you don't get to see them. You get to see home runs pretty much every game. You don't get to see no-hitters. You don't get to see like perfect games anymore. So I like the good pitchers duel.
Now, are you in college or
No, I'm 30.
Are you real? Jeez. Are you really? That's so funny. Hello. Well, the reason why I was going to say you're doing pretty well on the radio. Would you have aspirations of being in radio and TV?
No.
No. As we're watching the game here, we're at all campus on the boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey. I guess that's your boyfriend watching and laughing at us.
He's my husband. We're
Your
married.
husband, okay. He's here laughing at us. As we watch the Phillies and the Yankees in a 7-7 tie in the 10th inning, top of the 10th inning, and Archie Bradley's on the hill for the Phils, and he was one of their new pitchers that they signed this year. He's got an ERA of 4.09, but he hasn't really played that much this year. So this bodes well for your Yankees.
Yeah.
By the way, did you hear what I said earlier in the show? I don't know if you were around. I took the Yankees in the under tonight.
Yeah,
you know why I did that? Because I wanted to jinx
bet
them.
against the wrong
Right.
team. Yeah. Well,
Because I use reverse
guess
psychology.
what?
It's not working.
Here we are.
That's how bad of a bettor I am.
Here we are.
I went on my mobile app, my betting app, and I figured I'll jinx the Yankees today and take them.
But who doesn't love the drama, right?
No, you know what? You're
dramatic,
absolutely
it's fun.
right. I mean, seeing you jump up and down and talking about all the
so
drama.
great.
LeMahieu hits a 3-run shot, and I see all the Phillies fans grab their heads, and I see you jumping up and down for joy.
Look at me. Look at Higgy. Who do you prefer, Higgy or Sanchez?
Probably Sanchez because I've seen him, more often.
Mess up.
Yeah. Well,
see him mess
who's
up
your favorite
more
Yankee?
often. So I was a huge Brett Gardner fan just because how many people do you see run their entire career with just one team?
But you don't see that.
anymore.
You're absolutely right to that.
But
Abe.
also today, Gio Urshela, right? Who couldn't love Gio Urshela? He's so good.
Especially today's day and age, we had on my show earlier today, we had a local sports agent representing a lot of, more NFL players than anything. But we talked about the changing player and the changing times where players don't stay on one team too long.
That's why Brett Gardner, he's a unicorn, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's so great that he played his entire career. And he's a solid player.
Do you want to bet a quarter? The Phillies and who's going to win this game?
Ooh, I'm going to bet on my Yankees.
I'll take the Phillies for a quarter, all right?
I will bet you a quarter.
I should know better because I took the Yankees and I probably jinxed the Phillies.
I mean, my favorite Yankee turned Philly is Didi Gregorius because
He was a Yankee. Well, you like Joe Girardi, right?
Yeah, I do.
The Yankees beat the Phillies in the 2009 World Series.
Yeah.
Joe Girardi was the manager.
Yeah. And
You don't have to, Megan. You don't have to rub it in.
I don't ever know why you would trade Didi Gregorius because he is so good and he's just like a positive influence on everyone, right? Like he lifts you up because he's so excited about everything and he just roots you on.
He's been under a lot of scrutiny here in Philadelphia, Joe Girardi.
Why?
You know that because he's known as American League manager, and he's made some changes that are been questionable. People here in Philly, in the Delaware Valley, South Jersey area, have questioned his moves, saying that he's made some bad moves.
I mean, he's Joe Girardi, right? He does his own thing. He does his own thing.
7-7 tie here. We're in the top of the 10th. Phillies and Hector Neris blowing a 3-run lead on a home run by LeMahieu. Of course, Megan was ecstatic. She's jumping up and down because she's a Yankees fan. Come on up to the boardwalk here in Ocean City, New Jersey. We're in the Rant booth talking sports with you, whatever you want to talk about on A2D Radio, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch TV. Come in and buy a hat. Megan, you bought a hat. Looks great on you.
A hat. It's great.
Even though it's a Yankees hat,
It's a youth Yankees hat.
she wears it well. Well, listen, Megan. Looks like the Phillies just got out of the 10th. We're out of the top of the 10th. We're heading to the bottom of the 10th. 7-7 tie. I want to thank you so much for taking time to spend with me here in the Rant booth. And I hope you guys lose.
I hope you lose.
Yeah. All right, here we are on the boardwalk in Ocean City. Hey, you can join us live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We're at the All Campus on the Boardwalk here in Ocean City, 1028 Boardwalk. Having a lot of fun talking sports as we watch the Philadelphia Phillies. Now, let's bring in another participant here in the Rant booth. It looks like we have Joel. Come on in, Joel. And he has his Philly Unite shirt on. Joel, what's up, man?
How you doing?
Big Sixers fan?
Yeah, big Sixers fan. All Phillies.
Joel, let me ask you a question before we get into our rant. By the way, I've had 10 people, and nobody's ranting, giving me like a hard time. Like nobody has got like passion to exude, like get something off their chest. Everybody's been like pretty docile tonight. I'm pretty shocked.
I'm a pretty docile guy.
All right, so let me ask you a question. Game 1, the Sixers come out against the Hawks. Hawks shoot 75% in the first half from the field.
They weren't missing.
They weren't missing anything. Everything they threw up went in.
They would have beat the best team in the league.
So are you concerned after game 1? How concerned were you after game 1?
I was a little concerned, but you got the best player in the league in Joel Embiid. You got Ben Simmons, who's pretty solid at the point. You can play any position, 1 to 5. So
let me give you some statistics. Because Ben Simmons is a very polarizing player. All right,
absolutely.
People either love him or hate him.
Yeah.
And where do you stand?
I love him.
Love him. All right. I'm going to tell you this. I initially did not like him. I don't say I was a Ben Simmons hater, but I was not believing what I was told by people that are supposedly in the know that he's a generational player. You want to talk about a generational player? You talk about Joel Embiid.
Right.
That's a generational player.
Absolutely.
7'2", can shoot, can run, can rebound, can do it all. That's a generational player.
He's clutch too.
Clutch.
Yeah.
How about the 3 points he was hit? 3-point shots he hits.
Yeah.
All right. Ben Simmons is polarizing on the other end of the spectrum. Does a lot of stuff well. Game 3 comes down. He shut down. He shut down Trae Young.
Yeah, absolutely.
And playing that type of defense, he still scored 18 points. And I'm satisfied with that.
Yeah, he's going to get worn down, but he can show what he can do. Is if he can hang in there.
So
Trae Young's got to be the fastest player in the league.
So the stat I want to give you, last night he was 4 for 8 from the foul line. That's 50%, obviously. For the playoffs, he's 17 for 48. People are going to start fouling him. As they get further along in the playoffs, is that a concern for you?
Absolutely, but maybe Ben Simmons will just step up and start hitting up to 70%, and then they won't do that.
It's a big if, man. You can't change people who are who they are. And they say, I think it was Bill Parcells that said, "You are what your record says you are." Right? You are what your record says. So if you're 30 and 30, if you're 30 and 31, or 31 and 31, that's who you are. You're a 500 team.
Right? Yeah.
If you're not a good shooter, and if you're not a good if you can't make your 3 free throws, that's who you are.
Yeah.
You think he's going to get better?
I don't know. I guess the only time will tell. But I mean, he shot pretty well in the regular season. I think he just a little more pressure. To see what kind of guy he is.
Well, there's a base hit. Can you believe that? No, that's my twin brother right there. Just walked in. He can't stand Hector Neris. What do you think about Hector Neris?
It's a little shaky last couple of days.
Two blown saves in a row.
Yeah. But hey, man, the offense is showing up a little bit in these late innings, and it makes it exciting. Because you feel like they're not out of it.
You're a Phillies fan too, are you?
Absolutely.
So are you? Let me get
4.
You're from Florida?
4 for 4.
Oh, okay.
Phillies. Yeah.
I'm sorry, 4 for 4. So you like the Phillies, Flyers, 60.
Yeah.
You're probably one of the first people today out of the 10 or 12 people that we've talked to so far. You're the only one that's 4 for 4. I cannot believe it.
I'm born and raised in Northeast Philly, so.
Oh, is that right?
Absolutely.
Looks like this guy Janikowski just got a base hit. Did you see him get picked off the other night?
By the catcher.
The catcher ran all the way out to second base.
That was
you get put in as a pinch runner. The last thing you want to do is get picked off.
Yeah, it's your only chance to get in the game, and then didn't shine.
Joel, how would you have felt if you had to walk back to that dugout after getting picked off second base?
You either got to face it or you just got to run into the clubhouse. But I think you got to just face it.
I think
you made a mistake. You own it, and
I
you
think
move
I would.
on.
I think I would have gone the other way. I don't think I would have had the nerve to be able to walk back and face my teammates after doing something like that. Just getting called up, and you make that type of mistake.
It's okay to make a mistake once in a while, but you just got to learn from it.
By the way, we got first and third with nobody out. Adubel Herrera's up. And by the way, Adubel has 2 hits today. 2 for 5. 1 strikeout. My brother was at the game the other night when he hit that double. And, my brother said he could have had a triple, but he did that bat flip. Right? He was looking at it. Instead of watching it go, he should have been on third base.
He's a talented kid, but he's got to keep his head in the game all the time, not just 50% of the time.
We're broadcasting live on the Boardwalk in Ocean City at all campuses. Here's a dribbling foul ball down the third base line. Odubel Herrera now with a 1-2 count. Nobody out, first and third. It looks pretty good. I think, Megan, you're in trouble there. She's a Yankees fan. We got a Yankees fan in here.
I see that.
So what brings you to Ocean City? You just
just a vacation. Yeah,
Okay.
family vacation.
So what do you think about the Eagles this year? Are you happy with their draft?
I'm like 50-50. I love the Eagles, so I'm going to watch the games. I'm going to pay attention, but it's just like hard to. I was a big fan of Carson Wentz, so I was excited to hopefully see him be a 13-year quarterback here, but
it's not happening now.
Not happening now.
He's long gone. Odubel Herrera looks like he popped out to the third baseman. Wow, that was a kind of nonchalant catch.
He almost dropped it.
Odubel Herrera just popped out. Foul ball. 1 out. Bottom of the 10th.
All they need is a fly ball.
Chapman's on the hill. I wonder if Chapman's what's his velocities? He's
throwing
cranking around 100.
Throwing at 100. I saw that pop up on the screen.
Because now we got Segura, who's also 2 for 5 today. We got second and third. 1 out. We need a win here. We need to even our record. So we have a poll question, Joel, today here on the A2D radio, and the poll question is right now: are the Phillies buyers or sellers at the trade deadline?
I think you got to be buyers. This NL East is like up for grabs.
Right, there's nobody that really wants it, right?
Yeah. I mean, they just won 2 out of 3 from the Braves.
Ooh. Ball got away from the catcher. Still second and third. Gene Segura, what do you have? He had a walkout off hit the other day?
Yeah.
He hit a double. They actually credited him with 2 feet away from going yard.
Yeah.
The Phillies, I tell you what, they get – I love baseball.
Yeah.
I'm sure you do too.
Absolutely, yeah.
There's nothing like, coming down to the last at bat. You know what I mean? The crowd's on their feet.
Nothing beats a walk-off win.
Rally caps, right? The rally caps
dramatic.
are it's
back
so much
when the
fun.
World Series run, man.
Oh, great block by the catcher.
All the rally towels and
towels.
Everybody's into it on their feet.
Did you were you obviously big Philly sports fans? The 2008 World Series team. Did you go to the parade?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was at the last game.
You can't miss that parade.
I was at the game-winning.
Were you at the Eagles parade?
I was at the Eagles parade. Yep.
I want to tell you, Joel, I'm a little older than you. I'll never forget when I was in 6th grade. The Flyers won their first Stanley Cup, 1973-74. I skipped school. Took the speed line because I'm from Collingswood. Took the speed line. Went over with a bunch of kids. Save! And the Phillies win! Megan, you owe me a quarter. Megan owes me a quarter. Joel, anything else you want to get off your chest before you exit here?
No, let's go Phillies. Let's go Flyers. Let's go Eagles. Let's go Sixers.
Did you see we had Lou Nolan up here?
My brother said
Lou Nolan was up here.
That's
pretty
cool. Yeah.
Well, Joel, listen, man. I'm glad you were here while we watched the Phillies.
Yeah.
Gene Segura with another base hit.
Like
2 games in a row, right?
Any walk-off win's exciting. So
I love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, we pulled one out of the hat today. I think after giving up that home run,
they should have won that game before this. But hey, man, gets that
All right, big win, Joel. Thank
Yeah.
you, man. I appreciate it.
No
Come back
problem.
and see us again.
Thanks for having me
Hey,
on.
listen, grab it if you get this. If you get a chance to buy a hat, like our Facebook and Instagram,
Okay.
and it'll give you a 5% discount.
All right, sweet. Thank
All right,
you.
man. Take a sticker too. It's a Locker Room with Billy Schweim, 97.3 ESPN. Thanks, Joel. All right, the Phillies win in dramatic fashion as Gene Segura gets he hits a ball to third base. It's a shot, and looks like who was that? Torreyes. Torreyes beats the throw to home plate, and the Phillies win in dramatic fashion. Big win, and now as we move, we're broadcasting live here on the Boardwalk in Ocean City at All Campus. Of course, All Campus has a great selection of hats, pro, college, NHL, NBA, Major League Baseball, NHL, college. He's got it all. Come on up. Like the Instagram, our Instagram page, and get a 5% discount. Let's bring in a new participant here in the Rant booth. Let's bring in Spencer. What's up, Spencer?
Hey, nice to meet you.
Yo, where are you from, man?
I'm from Montgomery County, Pennsylvania.
Big. Now, please tell me you're Eagles, Flyers, Phillies, and Sixers fan.
Of course.
Dude, I've been sitting here since 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
The last two guys, you guys are the first two guys that like all the four teams. Everybody I've talked, and the kids they've been younger. And I think from the age of like 8th grade until high school, none of them they were in all 4 for 4s.
Are they all from like the area?
No, we're Pennsylvania, Ocean City, Millville.
Man,
is that unbelievable?
Like either you're all of them or you're none of them. Like
It's the equivalent of being a Cowboys fan around here.
Trust me, one of my best friends is a Cowboys fan. I deal with it every day. A lot of arguing there.
All right, Spencer, we call this. Where are you from? Where did you say?
Lansdowne.
Lansdowne.
Yeah.
Isn't that where Lansdowne? Isn't that where Croce's from? Where's Croce? Pat Croce. I forget. Jeez.
I don't know.
Well, that's Delaware? That's Montgomery County. Okay.
Yeah.
He's from Delaware County.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Pretty much.
So Spencer, down here on vacation?
Yeah.
All right.
Some buddies.
This is called the Rant booth. We haven't anybody come in and rant, get upset, or complain about anything.
Okay.
Anything? You got anything on your mind that you want to get off your chest?
I mean, the biggest thing that we just saw in this game, Hector Neris, I think he's probably the most frustrating pitcher on the Phillies.
Oh my God!
Last few years, I mean, he consistently blows games. I just don't remember him ever coming in clutch. And I know we got Jose Alvarado to be the closer, and he's injured, but
but
Hector Neris, he blows every save.
But he walks a lot of people.
I've seen him blow I don't know how many countless saves in the past few weeks, and I'm like,
well, that's his second in 3 nights.
Yeah,
because they were off it last night.
Exactly.
What do you do?
I just don't think he's that good of a pitcher. I just don't think he should be in the closing role.
You think it's time for Girardi to change that role up?
Well, I mean, Jose Alvarado injured. Am I right?
No, Alvarado.
Yeah.
No, he's back.
Oh, he's back.
But he just can't throw strikes. He throws 99, 100 miles an hour. He can't throw strikes.
Rather have him in there possibly over Neris.
It's so funny. We're watching a game here, and you see people in the stands covering their eyes. Yeah. Had their hands on their head.
Yeah.
Everybody has the same reaction when Neris comes in. Maybe it's time for Joe Girardi to make a switch.
He's got to do it.
He's got to do it. With all that being said, we get an 8-7 win tonight. Behind the Mets, I guess we're about 3.5 games now. Yeah. Behind the Mets, they got the Padres tonight.
Yeah, they do. The Padres come off the Cubs.
Of course, they got that Jacob deGrom. Jacob deGrom just lowered his ERA. It was 0.069.
Yeah.
He just lowered it. You know what it is now? 0.52.
That's nuts. Great stat about ERA. There's a stat called ERA plus.
Yeah.
And it pretty much takes ERA plus in the measurement of how much of a hitter's versus pitcher's ballpark it is. And they were saying, I saw somewhere where it was Lance Lynn was second, or the average ERA plus is about 120. Lance Lynn's about 220. He's in second for most.
Is that right?
ERA plus. DeGrom's in 676.
Oh my God.
Like his difference between 1 and 2 in the league is insane.
Guy's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I have a friend of mine who's a big Mets fan. He calls my show periodically, sings the Mets song, and it gets under my skin. That's one team. Like I don't have any hate or disdain for the Yankees, but I can't stand the Mets.
No.
I can't stand them.
No.
So it's good that we got to win. It's good
Yeah.
that we got to win tonight. But I like the Mets that's like the evil. The Mets are the pinnacle of evil for me. Just like the Rangers in hockey. The Giants, we own the Giants. Wouldn't you say the Eagles? I mean, over the years we
for sure we're like 10-4 against them in the last how many games? Like it's not even close.
And as far as and with the NBA, the Knicks, although the Knicks started playing well down a stretch in the NBA this year, and they lost to the Hawks in 5 games. So I don't really have any hatred for the Knicks.
No.
But something about the Mets and the Rangers I can't stand.
Nah,
Ron Duguay, remember Ron Duguay? Probably a little bit before your time. He's a Ranger. He had long wavy hair. And when he used to come into the Spectrum, everybody used to go whistle at him.
Yeah.
Like when you whistle at a girl or something.
Yeah.
And you would hear that resonate through the whole stadium. It was great. See you guys.
That's funny.
So what do you think of the Sixers? The Sixers regained home court advantage by beating the Atlanta Hawks in Atlanta. Can they continue that?
Yeah, I think they can.
Are you feel good about the Sixers?
I've said it since the beginning when we found out that the Nets would have the big three of Harden, Kyrie, and KD. That I still thought the Sixers could win it this year, and it comes down to I think obviously the health of Joel Embiid.
Yeah,
he's the number one thing.
I don't know about you, Spence, but every time he hits the ground, everybody goes. Everybody's closing their eyes, like And
then he's holding something. And then the commercial comes and he's up and playing. It's like it scares us every time.
I think he enjoys that. I think he enjoys like making everybody like gasp.
Yeah.
I think he really enjoys that.
And then gets up from the injury and drops like 30 points. Like it's nothing. Like he's like, oh, I was fine.
Hey, we're broadcasting live here on A2D Radio, all platforms, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. We've got Spencer here on the Boardwalk with us at All Campus, 1028 Boardwalk. Did you ever think about doing a career in radio and TV?
I have. I'm a sophomore in college. And
are you really?
I'm a sport management major. And in high school.
Where did you go to school?
University of Tampa.
Oh, get out.
Yeah. So I did broadcast from my high school, MPTV. We have a pretty good broadcast program. I used to broadcast
Very
games.
competitive business, you know that.
Yeah,
very competitive.
Very competitive.
I have a show on, and by the way, you can take a sticker. I have a show on 97.3 ESPN every Saturday and Sunday called The Locker Room, and we broadcast from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. We've had some great guests. Check out my website. Check out my YouTube. I've interviewed Joe Namath. I've had some great guests. I've had Rich Gannon on, Steve Javi, NBA official who does. I don't know if you've seen Javi every time they go to the replay booth.
Yeah.
He's on TV. He's the ref they talk to.
Yeah. He's like the head referee.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's been on my show. We just had Lou Nolan in here, the Flyers public address announcer at the Flyers game. So we've got a great guest line. We've had a great guest lineup so far, and we're trying something out new here today on A2D Radio and all the platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. Broadcasting live here from All Camp. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's our inaugural show.
Really?
Yeah, the very first time we've ever tried it. Now, we got to work out the kinks, but we're having a lot of fun, and having participants like you come in and talk sports makes the show go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm from Montgomery County, so I listen to 94.1 all the time.
Okay, yeah.
And it's like I've called in once, and I love talking on shows. It's just great talking about sports.
You can download the mobile app, 97.3 ESPN. Go to your app locations. Just download the app, and you'll catch us every Saturday and Sunday. That's my twin brother Bobby. He's my part-time co-host, and we argue a lot.
I can already imagine that.
Well, isn't that the beauty of sports?
Yeah.
Think about it. People can talk, go to work, go to the office, in front of the water cooler, wherever, and you can talk about what the Phillies did, what the Sixers did. Yeah. And you kind of escape from reality of everyday life.
No, I mean, I since I go to school in the South, I don't only get to talk Philly sports all the time. And when I'm back, I love just how everyone's got the same thing. We're all the same fans, but we argue about so much still.
Yeah.
And it's like down there, they just argue whether Sixers are good or not. And for us, it's other working, whether it's George Hill good, is Matisse good, is Danny Green good. And I love arguing those with like true fans of your own.
No, you go to Tampa,
Yes.
University of Tampa.
Yes.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers won the Super Bowl. Tell us what Tampa was like.
Oh wow, it was an insane day because the whole 2 weeks, it was just the city was getting super crazy big and packed, and then when they won, I was downtown. It was like the Eagles celebration a little bit.
Not quite.
It wasn't as big. I was there.
Did you
for
go to the Eagles parade?
I was. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it wasn't as big, but no, it was wild. And then that whole week, all the fans were just like so excited. I mean, knowing I consider Tampa, it was almost like the Eagles were first championship in a long time.
Right.
But they were the first Super Bowl with the home team.
Right.
And that was really
that's
big.
the very first time that's ever happened.
Yeah.
So did you tell me about the news that Tom Brady made in national news, but what about locally when he threw the Super Bowl trophy off the boat to Gronkowski? Did that make big news down there?
Yeah, well, 'cause I was there live. I saw it happen. I saw him chuck the thing, and I mean, it was they did it on the river. They did it on a river.
Oh, it was like it wasn't the intercoastal.
No, yeah, that was like it was in the Hillsborough River, which cuts straight through the city.
Okay,
and a bunch of my buddies we saw it, and we're like, no way, and they caught it, and then. Later to find out that he was like drunk at the game, or at the parade. It was like, wow, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny.
I mean, you saw people escort him off to like a back room or something. He looked like he was pretty messed up, man.
I mean, he's such a public figure, and you don't see a guy like him get too messed up because he's, supposed to stay in shape. And I guess he's celebrating. He won, Hey,
man, we're all human, and I'm sure he puts his pants on just like everybody else. But it was just, obviously since you were down there in Tampa. I know it made a lot of national headlines and people talked about it, but did it get the attention, like you said? Did it get where people obviously weren't mad because you guys won? They won down there, but everywhere else it was a big deal. You know what I mean?
No, it was all over like the news channels and stuff. I mean, I know a lot of news channels popped off like as like a joke, funny thing because they didn't understand, and like true sports fans are like, "That's a Lombardi trophy. It was just dropped into a river." Like
then people was it the real trophy or was it like a replica?
That's so. Cool fact. I think it could be a replica. I had the idea it was. People call me preposterous. I'm like, I don't know. They're risking a lot for that trophy to be thrown around. It's probably pretty expensive. Like an organization.
I don't know. Why would they have a replica? I mean, the real Stanley Cup goes.
Yeah. I guess I don't know. But I guess because I was like, for him to do something like that, that's pretty. It's pretty preposterous in my opinion.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. Well, I got to tell you, Spencer, we had a great time. Chatting with you today. I really appreciate you coming in. Follow your dreams, man, because, I'm a perfect example of, I started late in life. This was not a business that I wanted to get into. I kind of backed into it.
Yeah.
And, but I love doing it. If you love what you do, you'll excel in it. And you'll never work a hard day in your life.
I'll take that advice best I can. That's some really good advice.
All right, man. Spencer, thanks a lot. Let's go Sixers.
Go Sixers.
All right, man.
Go win the finals.
Yeah, man. All right, there he is, Spencer, joining us on A2D Radio, YouTube, on all the platforms, up here at all campus, A2D Radio on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. And we're up here on the Boardwalk in Ocean City, 1028 Boardwalk Avenue. Or excuse me, Boardwalk, 1028 Boardwalk, right here in Ocean City, New Jersey. And we got my brother Bobby in here, and we'll get Bobby up here. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. We're broadcasting live on the Boardwalk as we watch all the people walk by here. All campus on the Boardwalk at Ocean City has a lot of great hats. College, pro, NHL, NBA, Major League Baseball, NFL. Got a bunch of great merchandise in here. Come on, get a hat, get a discount. Let's get Bebop in here. Oh, no, first, let's get Calvin's in here. Hey, how's it going? And we're having a good time. We're here on the Boardwalk. It's how about Hector Narisburg? Calvin, what's up, bud?
Yo, Billy.
What's up, man?
Not much.
How about you up in Boston?
Oh, that was
these guys. They drove to Fenway Park.
Yeah, that was a pretty.
Was that a spur of the moment move?
he basically came up, my dad, and was like,
That's hardcore,
He was
Cal.
like, "Yo, you want to go to Boston tomorrow?" I was like, "Yeah, I don't got work. Let's just go." So
That's hardcore, man. That's dedication. Your true Philly fandom is on display with that.
yeah, we were driving there. We didn't realize how long the drive was going to be, and they were like, "Yo, wait, aren't the Phillies playing today?" So we're like, "We should have just gone to the Phillies."
Well, I like it, man. I mean, look, I worked for U.S. Airways for 24 years. I've been to every single rink in the NHL.
Yeah.
I went to a lot of visiting. I've been to Super Bowls. I've been to NHL playoffs on the road. I've been to Major League Baseball stadiums. So I love going to other venues and checking it out.
Oh, it was an awesome stadium. It was an awesome park.
All right, so today's our inaugural Rant booth. We haven't had anybody rant.
I'm here.
So I want to hear some. I want to hear get it on, man. We've had about what? John, what do we had? About 13, 14, 15 people today? We haven't had anybody rant, like get mad. So guess what? You're on, Calvin.
I'm here to
Let me hear you go off.
I'm here to talk about Ben Simmons and why he gets too much hate for no reason.
Here we go. We got a Ben lover.
Yeah. He's telling me Ben needs to shoot. He doesn't. He doesn't need to shoot.
No, I think.
it won't.
Listen, I think. Here's the thing. I think my brother, even though I can't stand him, he's wrong all the time. He's right. When you get further along, look, Ben Simmons is valuable, but he's valuable to the Sixers, and I get what he does. He played defensively, he played great. He scored 18 points. I thought he played a great game last night. But I got some statistics on Ben, and I'm a firm believer that it could come back. It could come back to bite him.
I say it will.
Well,
I'm saying it doesn't.
You also said he also hates Korkmaz.
Why do you hate Korkmaz?
I don't like his green shoes.
All right. We got jokes.
All right, Ben Simmons last night went 4 for 8 from the line, the free throw line.
Yeah.
You like that?
No,
That's 50% in the NBA.
Yeah, obviously we want him to shoot his free throws.
You know what he is for the playoffs?
But the free throws are different from just shooting from the field.
Calvin, when it comes to crunch time and he's on the line with 30 seconds to go in a game and it's a 1-point game and he's there with a one-on-one, what's going to happen then? Hey, by the way, Calvin, he's for the playoffs, he's 17 for 48. He's shooting 34.5%.
Well, we're talking about
35.4%.
We're talking about shooting from the field, not free throw line, not the line.
Well, we're getting to that.
Okay.
I was just starting at the three. We're starting at the easy shots first.
Okay.
What do you say about that? My brother's got a point.
Well, yeah, obviously we want him to shoot his free throws.
You just said a minute ago he didn't need to shoot.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't need to shoot from the field. Is what I'm. Is what I'm explaining. He doesn't need to shoot from the field. From the free throw line, we want
you to shoot basketball no matter
where. Oh my god!
Listen, basketball players need to shoot.
Yes,
Calvin. What's part? Basketball goes in the hoop.
How do you score?
But Bobby does. We established this on the show earlier on my show on ESPN today that defense and NBA player, you got to play. If you're going to win, you got to play defense. Mm-hmm. And I understand, and I do agree. Ben Simmons is valuable. Ben Simmons does create room on the field, on the court, right? He's spacing. They have the natural spacing. So when he drives the basket or he gets double teamed, he can kick the ball out to a Seth Curry or to a Tobias Harris.
Exactly.
But if those guys get cold, then what? Because the shooters get cold, as evident on the game the other night, with the Hawks shot 75% in game 1, shot the lights out, right? Game 2 and game 3, there's a lid on it for them, right? They shot 26% the other night for the field. Shooters dry up. So if Ben Simmons drives the basket, kicks it out, and they miss, he's got to go to the hoop,
which he does. Then
they're going to start fouling him, then he's got to go to the line.
If Ben wants to get to the hoop, he can every time.
But he doesn't want to. Why does he not want to? Because he can't shoot.
I'm sorry.
Listen,
I'm getting distracted by my father.
No, that's right. Ben Simmons is a very polarizing player. Mm-hmm. There's people that love him, and there's people that hate him. I'm not a hater. I'm somewhere in the middle. My brother doesn't like him. There's a lot of other people, but I have other people that I have on my show that love him.
Yeah.
And you are one of those guys, and that's fine.
Love Ben Simmons.
We're just going to have to keep the people that are skeptical of Ben Simmons and his ability or lack thereof to shoot. Just got to keep our fingers crossed that he has a good game, and that's basically the bottom line. So Calvin, let's talk a little bit about Phillies baseball because we watched Hector Neris blow his second save in a row.
Honestly, I was working, so I wasn't able to catch it too much. Come on now.
Well, talk to me about what do you think about the Phillies? They came back to win in dramatic fashion. Gene Segura back-to-back walk-off hits, and the Phillies are now at 500 at 31-31. Talk to me a little bit about what you see for the Phillies. We got a poll question going on here on A2D Radio, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Are the Phillies going to be buyers or sellers at the trade deadline?
Buyers.
You think they're going to be buyers? Tell me why. You're
right there. If we just get one more piece, I don't know who it would be. If we get one more piece, then we're a very good team. Very good team.
We have maybe 3 or 4 players on this team. The problem with the Phillies, they can't string people together. They can't string like 2 or 3 guys together that are hot.
Mm-hmm.
They have an inability there to do this, and that's not good, especially in a division. Obviously the NL East's got problems. The Mets, the Braves aren't playing well. The Mets are playing well. They're in first place. The Braves and the Nationals, they got their problems. The Phillies got our problems. But the only way they're going to win is they get hot. They get a couple, 3, 4 pipe in a row. If you can get Herrera, who went 2 for 6 today, Segura went 3. So you got 4 people in a row that had all hits.
Mm-hmm.
When you see a bunch of zeros there, and they have an ability to score runs, the pitching staff, especially the way they've been pitching, can't hold them.
Yeah.
As we're getting ready for the NBA playoffs tonight, who we got tonight? We have Milwaukee and the Brooklyn Nets tonight, right?
Yeah.
Who do we have tonight? Give me a.
It's Bucks Milwaukee. Yeah, it's.
I think it's the Bucks. Are you sure? Look it up, John, just in case.
Denver played last night.
So, Calvin, talk to me a little bit about the Eagles because a lot of people are satisfied with the draft. What say you? Are you happy with the draft?
I'm pretty happy with it. I didn't see anything wrong with it. I thought the players we got were pretty good.
You like Nick Sirianni? What do you think of the new coach? So it's Utah and the Clippers tonight. All right.
Okay.
And what time's that game tonight? 8:30 start. Well, we'll be here broadcasting live at all campus on A2D Radio, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. We're on all the platforms today, Calvin.
Oh yeah.
Well, come on, Calvin. Give me something to work with here. Get something off your chest.
I did.
You let Bobby get the best of you? I don't let that happen to me.
I also wanted to talk about Doc Rivers not pulling Joel Embiid out last night. That was something I wanted to talk about.
Well, you know what? That's right because they were. But here's the thing. I asked my brother last night, do you believe? Do you think it's time? It was like 5 minutes to go. Is it time right now to pull the starters out? Are you comfortable? We weren't.
Why weren't we?
Because at the point I think they were down 16. The Hawks were still. It was 16. This lead was 16, and there were 5 minutes to go in the game last night. You have a hot team, a shooting team. They can race that deficit real quick.
It wasn't. I didn't care if we pulled out all the starters or not. I wanted Joel out because he re-aggravated his knee. I don't understand why we.
No, he was grabbing his left knee. Isn't his right knee the one that was hurt? Yeah.
It might have been.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He grabbed his other knee, not the one that he has hurt.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Regardless, we can't have him getting hurt constantly.
All right. We got listen, Calvin. I appreciate you coming in the Rant booth with us today here at All Campus on the Boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey. 1028 Boardwalk. They got a great selection of hats up here. Come on up, get a hat, get a discount when you hit the like button on our Instagram page. And we got NBA, NHL, Major League Baseball, NFL hats, college, all a great selection. Got it all.
Huge selection of college. Basically, the only selection of college on the Boardwalk. You're not going to find hats like this anywhere else.
All right, Calvin.
Yeah.
We got another participant getting ready to come up. We're killing. All right. Come on up here. We got Jackson. Jackson's going to join me in the Rant booth. Now, Jackson, I got to tell you, help him out here. Jackson's the youngest participant in the Rant booth today. And he's got the Pitt Panthers. You know, my recollection of Pitt Panthers, Dan Marino, Tony Dorsett. Back then it was Dorsett for the Pitt Panthers. You're our youngest participant. How you doing?
Good.
Nice to meet you. Got a yo-yo in your hand. All right. Obviously, where are you from?
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Go figure that one out. Are you a big Steelers fan?
Yeah.
Were they terrible towels? You raid the terrible towel?
Yeah.
Pittsburgh's a great sports town. I had a very good friend of mine play for the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Yeah, I've heard about it. I've heard about it.
What did he do? Who was it?
Rick Tockett.
Rick Tockett.
Tell him what I told you.
So he just.
What's that?
So he just dragged you on the skates.
Listen, Jackson, you have to speak up a little bit because my headphones. I'm not having any sound in my headphones at all. And no, he's good. But listen, don't let my brother. I can't hear it all. My brother likes to tell that story, but I'm here to tell you, Rick Tockett's a strong guy, and I play ice hockey myself. It was a optional skate at the Igloo, the old Igloo, and there was a handful of players: Jimmy Pack, Wendell Clark, Jake Caulfield, Tockett, Shel Samuelson, a couple other players I can't remember offhand. And we were playing 4-on-4. And Rick Tockett came up to me and he hit me and he started dropping the gloves and started punching me. And we're friends. And he was really hitting me. And I got so mad he pulled my jersey over my head and my suspenders, I didn't have an undershirt underneath it. Excuse me. And I don't know how he did it, but pulled my and dragged me around bare butt on the ice all around the Igloo.
Oh God. Oh God. Yeah, that's why I don't play ice hockey.
Ice hockey's a tough game.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite Pittsburgh Penguin now?
Probably has to be Crosby.
Who?
Has to be Crosby.
Sidney Crosby. That's a good choice because he's a great player. Who's your favorite Pittsburgh Steeler?
Steeler?
Yeah.
Mika Fitzpatrick.
Okay. Who's your favorite Pirate?
I don't like the Pirates.
You're not a Pirates fan?
No, they're not good.
Well, that's because they're not good. Doesn't mean you don't like them.
I've never liked them.
So do you like baseball?
Yes.
Are you a baseball player? Do you play little?
Yes.
What grade are you in?
I'm in going into 6th grade.
You're going into 6th grade?
Yeah.
So you're in Little League.
Yeah.
Okay. But you don't like the Pirates?
No.
Well, what team do you like?
Cleveland.
Who?
The Indians.
The Cleveland Indians. Wow. Wait a second. To my recollection, when the Cleveland and Pittsburgh don't, that's like oil and water.
Oh God, no. Oh God, no.
No, I went to a Cleveland. I'll never forget this. I went to Cleveland to see the Eagles play the Cleveland Browns. And when I was in the stadium, there was a guy with a Pittsburgh Steelers shirt on, and they started fighting.
Oh God.
They didn't even. You think they would yell at us? They were playing the Eagles. I had Eagles stuff on. They didn't even care about me. The people in Cleveland were going after the Penguin, the Steelers fan.
Yeah, I get that a lot. One of my teachers actually.
I was going to say in Pittsburgh. Now, where do you live? Do you live close to the city?
Probably around 10 minutes from the city.
Okay. And do you go to a lot of the games?
Not really. I
No?
just watch a lot of them.
Okay. Do you have aspirations? Would you like to be in radio and television? Maybe be a broadcaster?
I'm not that good under camera.
I don't know. You're doing pretty good now.
Oh,
You look at the camera right there. Do you know right now you've got 19 people watching you on Facebook. You got 50 some on on YouTube.
Yeah.
You got a lot of people watching you right now.
Hi, people.
This could be your future career.
Yeah.
So, you play baseball, but you want to play football?
Eh. I'm just really into watching it.
Okay. I'm a big Phillies, Flyers, Sixers, and Eagles fan
Why?
because I'm from here.
Why?
Why am I from here?
Yeah.
That's where I was raised. I was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Grew up in Collingswood, New Jersey, and let's go Phils. And come down and frequent Ocean City. Live here in the summer, so I'm a big Philadelphia sports fan.
Okay, cool.
How about the Pittsburgh Panthers? You go to a lot of their games?
Not really.
No?
No.
But did you get that hat today here at All Campus?
No, I got it back at home.
Okay. Because we're broadcasting live here on A2D Radio, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We're at 1028 Boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey. Come on up to the Boardwalk. You can get on the program like Jackson's here is joining me here on the Boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey, at All Campus. And this place has a lot of hats. So if you want to get a Penguins hat or a Steelers hat or a Cleveland Indians hat, you can come up here.
Yeah. I've liked this place for a while.
So what happened to the Penguins this year?
Their usual. Play decent at the start. Show people that that they could possibly make it in the Stanley Cups, and then they go like. That's the Pittsburgh Penguins.
I got to be honest with you, Jackson. I can't stand the Pittsburgh Penguins. They're like the Flyers' arch rival.
They're like the Flyers.
Why do you say that?
Because they're the Flyers.
The Flyers did have a good year this year. The Flyers didn't even make the playoffs. We didn't play well at all.
At least they're not hacking people up like 1990.
By the way, you know who we had up here today? We had Lou Nolan. He's the public address announcer for the Philadelphia Flyers. And he was with me. He joined me for about 15, 20 minutes. We had a good chat with Lou. It was a good time.
Cool.
All right, well, listen, Jackson, I want to thank you so much for coming in the Rant booth and talking a little bit about your favorite teams in Pittsburgh and Cleveland. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
That's a sticker we're going to give you. That's my show every Saturday and Sunday morning on 97.3 ESPN. Check it out. You can download the free mobile app and you can listen to us from Pittsburgh.
I'll watch it.
All right. Thank you, Jackson.
Thank you.
All right, we're broadcasting live here on the Boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey at All Campus on the Boardwalk. And now let's welcome in my brother Bobby. Bobby Schweim's in the house.
I'll tell you what, Billy. What a great crowd tonight, huh?
I'm surprised.
Look at the store. This store is stacked, man.
It's mobbed. We got a lot of people on the Boardwalk.
The inventory's good, Bill. Look at the hats. Look at the Phillies section right there.
Yeah.
That's insane.
But how about talk about the Phils? Hector Neris stinks.
What I saw. Now you went to your statistics, Bill. We all know throughout the years the statistics only show half the story, right?
That's right.
Okay, so Hector Neris has blown 2 saves in the last 2 outings. What do you think about that, Bill? The season it's starting to be warm now. The heater, you know what I mean? I don't care what he did in April. I wouldn't know what he's doing in June and July. Okay?
Well,
and right now, this guy, I'll tell you what, man. If they put him in, he was.
By the way, I lost my bet.
Of course you did.
I had the Yankees and the under.
Yeah, sure you did.
Of course, the Yankees lose the game.
I can't hear myself. So
it's going, but we just can't hear it.
Okay,
John, I can't hear. I'm sorry, but we don't have a.
We got to work out the bugs here, right?
Yeah,
Bill?
it was our first broadcast. And we're working out the kinks.
Bill, let me ask you a question before we go any further. Where is the bullpen located in Citizens Bank Park?
All right, Bobby. What
do you got?
It's in center field.
Am I going to get it?
It's in center field.
Center what? Dead center? Or
Dead center.
No, isn't that where the ivy is?
Yeah, that is where the ivy
So
is.
tell me where it really
it's
is.
in right. It's in center.
Right center?
It's
You know what we had an argument about
Yeah,
today
yeah,
on the
yeah.
radio?
Well, we don't have to
so
talk
you're
about
pretty much wrong about that, right?
But
So are you going to issue an apology?
No, you were
tomorrow?
wrong about Korkmaz.
Are you going to?
You were wrong about Korkmaz.
Let's not change the issue.
No,
let's
Bob,
finish this one.
Okay, so you got that one right, but you got the other one wrong, so you're batting 500.
So
you're
basically,
50-50.
yeah, I'll take a 500 batting average. Let me tell you something.
Yeah, how about
are you going to issue an apology tomorrow?
Well, you'll take
Are
that.
you going to issue an
Wait a
apology
minute,
tomorrow?
You're going to take that as a batting average? How about from the 3-point or from the foul line? Is that a good percentage?
I'll take 50.
50 from the free throw line?
No, from 3-point range, I'll take it.
Of course you will, but I'm not asking.
Well, Bill, you're
well, don't change the narrative.
You're trying
Don't
to put
change
your
the
narrative in there.
But don't change the narrative, Bob.
Yeah, you're right. I kicked your butt. I put you in your place.
You were right about that. I was right about
So the
Korkmaz.
Titanic's going down. Just jump off. You can jump off.
Bob,
God knows you'll float.
Big
what
win.
do we got here tonight? We got
the Clippers against the Utah. Was it Utah, right?
And I think I'll tell you what, man. The Suns are up 3-0. Billy, what do you think about that? The Suns.
They got
Did you know
that guy from Villanova.
Utah leads this 2-0. Bill.
What's that?
Utah leads this 2-0. They win. So it'll be. So obviously,
it's because they got the MVP here.
Going forward, it's going to be Utah versus the Suns, right? Can the Sixers beat any one of those teams?
I think we could beat. I think we could beat.
He says yes.
I think we could beat. I think we could beat the Suns. I don't know. The Suns. I think the Suns beat us down a stretch.
So did Utah. Utah beat us a couple times, right? I don't know what the statistics are. You're the statistics man. You can bring it up, right?
I got to tell you, since we're on live TV, in the radio, you get time to pull stuff up and look things. But in TV, it's a little different. But we're working out the kinks, and I'll tell you what,
I told John
we're
going to get a TV up here. We're going to get one outside.
But we got
a
a
Rant booth.
steady stream of people today. I'm really impressed with the turnout.
Yeah.
We're broadcasting live. We're on Facebook, A2D Radio, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Come on up. It's called the Rant Booth. Sit in here, talk sports with me. Get whatever's off your mind. Get whatever is off your chest.
Unload on
chest.
Billy. Unload on Billy there.
But we haven't had anybody come in here and give me a hard time about anything. Everybody's been pretty docile and like.
Well, it's going to pick up steam, Bill. And what's going to happen is eventually, as the playoffs get deep, we get deep in the, people are going to get more enthused, especially if the Sixers go all the way, make it to the finals.
Yeah, but all right, and so they show their passion and their enthusiasm. But I thought since it's called the Rant Booth that we'd have more people come in and complain about stuff.
Well, Billy, it's the Rant Booth, but you're still talking sports. I mean, you're going to talk, you're going to speak about everything, and might always be mad, just like you are. You're a mad guy. You're always pissed off, right?
And we're broadcasting live from
beautiful night down here in Ocean City,
6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Here on the Boardwalk at all campus. Here on the Boardwalk, 1028 Boardwalk. I see you rode your bike up here, Bob.
Beautiful night in Ocean City. And
how about Jackson, the boy from Pittsburgh, cute kid.
Yeah, tell me about Lou Nolan.
So we're sitting here, and we're busy. We got a lineup of people. And lo and behold,
what time of the night was
I guess
this?
it was like about 6:40.
Did you know he was coming up?
No, we saw Rick Manis parked his car down there at 13th
and Rick
Street.
told him to come up.
Rick told him to come up. So Lou Nolan visited us today. That was a lot of fun.
John said there was a line a mile long.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people here, man. They were all taking pictures and watching us. So yeah, man, it's a good time.
Bill, you've had him on the radio show a number of times.
Yeah. Lou's been a great.
So how was he? It's the first time you had him live, right?
First time, yeah.
And
I've never actually.
So
sat next to him.
did you yuck it up a little bit with him? And
no, we had I thought it was a good interview. We had a good time,
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked a little Flyers. Actually, I was sitting next to Lou when Neris gave up the homer. We were like, and there was.
You want to hear a rant room? Neris stinks.
Yeah,
Get rid of him. I can't stand him.
Guess what? I think it's time for Joe Girardi to pull the plug.
Two blown saves in a row. Really? When are you going to wake up? Three's a charm, and he's done.
What's
up with that?
That's his fourth blown save.
Horrible.
And guess
you
what?
give me all statistics. His ERA was 1.5.
No, it's 3.16 now.
Well, I mean, but I think going into this game was like
Archie Bradley got the win. He's 2-1, and his ERA is is 3.97. That's
I
not
couldn't believe
good.
it. I was sitting home at a couple cocktails and I
Is
see that
that right?
happen.
Is that right?
I had to get out of the house.
Well, you know you're not allowed to have adult beverages while you work on the stage.
Well, I'm not. That was then. This is
yeah,
now.
yeah. Huh? You know, I ran into a good friend of ours, Nick Bricker, tonight.
Did you?
Yeah, he was out.
Did he come up and rant?
No, he said he was going to, but he hasn't come up yet to
He
rant.
hasn't returned, huh? Oh, he's a skateboarder.
Yeah, he
Is
wants to talk BMX.
You know how much weight he lost?
Yeah, he lost. He was good. He lost BM. He wants to talk BMX.
You should see what he's doing. Try to rely on that Jimmy Hartman kid. Try to rely on that Jimmy Hartman.
That's a good idea.
He's got willpower. That's
So,
what it's
Bob, we're broadcasting live here on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, A2D Radio. It's a great platform. Hit the like button or subscribe to A2D Radio. Got a great following. Tommy Ornone runs the show, and
Utah's up 8-0 right now. Obviously, we're in the first, early in the first, but that's pretty significant. And Utah, like I said, Utah's up right now, 2-0. They go 3-0. It's all over, Billy.
You know, Bob, I think that the Sixers, like I said, the Sixers in 5, right? You said in 6. Did you say 6? Is that what you said?
I said 6. Yeah, I did but then after they lost game 1, I wasn't too confident about that.
I think they're still. I like where their Sixers are headed. I think that they're. I think they could dispose of the Hawks in 5 because they're a perimeter shooting team, and if they dry up, like they shot 26% last night.
LA Clippers got Kawhi Leonard and they're down.
That's
2-0.
right.
That's just amazing to me.
Kawhi,
but this guy Mitchell,
he
a stud.
killed the Sixers. When
He's
he
a
was in
Sixer
Toronto.
killer. Yeah. Well, no, Mitchell killed the Sixers too.
Yeah, but Kawhi Leonard when he was with Toronto.
He hit the clink clank. He's the guy that. Oh, look at that air ball. Well, Kawhi Leonard hit that. He hit that shot at the 3-point line at the end of the game with a second left. Right, clink clank clank, and it went in.
A2D Radio, a place to be every Saturday night. We'll be up on the Boardwalk here from 6 to 10 p.m. on the Boardwalk, 1020 Boardwalk, Ocean City, at all campus. We got great selection. Look at all those Phillies hats, Bob.
We're gonna get shirts.
How about that? And we had that one girl in here. She bought a Yankees hat, and she's standing over here. Her name was Megan. She came into the rant
Did she
room.
rant?
She came in. She was gloating because she was a Yankees
But
fan.
then she left, and then they lost.
No, she left when they lost because I was heckling her.
Right.
But you see in the stands, everybody's when they walk 2 people, and everybody's putting their hands over their head, and they're freaking out.
That's insane.
We're broadcasting live here on the Boardwalk, A2D Radio, 1028 Boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey. It's the Rant booth. Come up, join me in the booth, the Rant booth here, as we watch the Utah Jazz and the LA Clippers. There's
I'll
Kawhi
tell you what,
Leonard.
man. Who you rooting for on this, Bill?
I
Who do you
want Utah.
Of course. But I'll tell you what, though, I think I'd probably rather see the Clippers if the Sixers had to face them, but I'm scared of Utah, man.
Why are you afraid of Utah?
Well,
'Cause they're
they
MVP?
beat us. Pull it up. Let's see what they did. I think they beat us. At least, how many times we played them this year? Twice? I think we might have split it. I don't know. But it's a good team, man. Didn't they have the defensive player of the year, Rudy Gobert, don't they? Didn't Rudy Gobert?
Yeah, let's see. So the Sixers played the Jazz twice.
Okay.
Once at home, once away. And on
So they
February
won, yeah.
February 15th, the Sixers lost to the Jazz 134-123. And on March 3rd, they went to overtime. They went to OT.
And the Sixers won that.
And the Sixers won.
Okay, they split it.
So let's look at these stats here.
But they got the defensive player of the year, Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert won the defensive player of the year.
See you guys. Take care.
Bogdanovich is on that team, obviously, and then Donovan Mitchell, of course.
And he's a stud.
So the
guy's a stud.
They've got
this team's scary to me, man. They match up with us, I think.
By the way, Donovan Mitchell had 33 points in that game against the Sixers in the overtime.
That's what I said. He's a scary dude, man.
Let's see what the Sixers did. So Tobias Harris. Oh, Joel Embiid had 40 points in the win. The Sixers won 131-123, and that just went to one overtime, I believe. Right? Yeah, one overtime. And the Sixers outscored the Utah Jazz 13-5 in that overtime period. So I don't know, Bob. Things change in the playoffs. You know that. NBA.
Yeah, they do, and it's all about momentum. I understand that. I understand it. Right now, Utah's got the momentum. There we go. There we go. It's got to be
Is
it.
that it now? Can you hear me? I don't. I didn't hit anything.
It's never his fault, John. Are you going to get in there? Are we going to get the owner here to say one couple?
All right, there we go.
All there.
We're gonna get on? Yeah. All right, listen, we're gonna get John, the proprietor here. He's gonna get on and say a few words with you, Billy. All right, here he is.
Big John Coyle. I think it was a success, man.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Well, we got to work out the kinks.
We got
So
little
much-
hiccups that we
there's
got.
a lot
we
of
gotta
things that I have
deal
to
with.
talk. We have to talk that's hard for me as sitting here. But I think overall we had some really good guests come in and talk about what their passion.
Yeah, for about 2 hours there, we had a
was
steady
nonstop.
line. We had a whole line waiting for her to get on and talk with you, talk their favorite sports. I think it was a success for the first time doing it.
And being here right on the boardwalk, people can come in and see what we're doing. And obviously watching the Phillies game. And when we had
Hey, John, let me ask you: is there any chance that it could be 2 nights, like a Friday and a Saturday, or Saturday and Sunday?
We can talk about that.
Yeah.
We can talk about that. I mean, this was such a success that we could maybe do some more up here. During the game, we had 50 people out here just
And that's
watching.
what you want.
Yeah, it was like the amount of people here. I was surprised. You had great traffic.
Yeah, we had a great night. We're giving 10% off to anyone who comes up here, talks with us, give a little bit of rant, give a little bit of praise, whatever you want to talk about.
Hey,
10% to everyone.
So in my head, I was like the rant booth, thinking like people come up and get whatever they want off their chest. There were a lot of people that were, just wanted to just talk sports and not really complain or have a point of view, something controversial.
But not everybody's from Philly.
Well, no, and another thing, John, I was shocked at the amount of people that aren't 4 for 4s, like Philly, Flyers, Sixers, and Eagles.
So we got to understand that Ocean City, as you know, is a resort town. Right? There he is right here, the man coming in right now. But we're a resort town. We get people from all over.
But we had people that were local South Jersey people, and especially the younger generation.
As I say, they weren't raised.
The people, and Scott Simpson, the owner of Playland's in here right now, and he'll tell you, growing up, you were 4 for 4.
Oh, you were a 4 for 4 guy. That's how I grew up.
That's how I grew up. You're a 4 for 4.
Yeah.
And I don't care where. I mean, if you're in the South Jersey, Philadelphia area, you're 4 for 4.
That's how you were raised.
Majority of these people that came in here tonight, and especially the younger people, were not. And I was shocked at that.
I think that's a little bit more of the internet craze and the YouTube craze. They follow who goes on YouTube and gets the most
Social
likes.
media.
Yeah.
John, great night today. I'll tell you, we got a great selection of hats. We had a great night in here. We're broadcasting live. Come up and visit us every Saturday night in the Rant booth at All Campus on the Boardwalk.
Yeah, this has been
1028 Boardwalk.
This has been a blessing. As you guys all know, we got hit with a devastating fire. We lost all our merchandise. A2D has been so helpful to us getting back up. Billy, ESPN has been great helping us out here. And we just want to continue this and keep moving forward. And we want to give a little bit back. So the more we go into this, the more discounts and the more things we're going to have for you guys that come up here.
I got to tell you, it was really fun, unique for me because as a radio guy, not being really, that comfortable with TV and commenting on the game that we're watching was unique, and I kind of enjoyed it. It's something that's going to take a few minutes, a little bit to iron out the kinks, but commenting on the game and what we saw tonight with the Phillies blowing a save, Hector Neris blows his 4th save right in front of our eyes.
Yeah, it makes it a lot funner. It makes it a lot better for the crowd around us. It makes it a lot better for the communication with the audience on A2D, which I know we didn't get to a lot of your comments, guys. We're working on it.
Yeah, I got to be honest with you. While I'm talking and trying to interact with the people that come into the Rant booth, it is tough to do that. If somebody wants to step in and say, hey, period, we'll work it out. We had a lot of – it's fun, John. It was great. We're broadcasting live every Saturday night throughout the summer.
Yes.
A2D Radio. Tommy Arnaud, can he jump on with us?
Hopefully Tommy makes it out here one night. I'm sure he will. He's busy coaching and dealing with his new son and everything. So I'm sure he's dying to get out here one night.
So we have the comments, I guess, right here.
Correct. Yep.
That one lady, the girl that was in here, Megan.
Yeah,
that was pretty fun because Nair said that she's jumping up and down, going crazy.
Screaming.
I wanted to throw something at her.
Everyone's booing her. It was great. It was a great atmosphere in here.
My show tomorrow, 97.3 ESPN, the locker room. We got Mark Sumoff.
Yeah, he's
that's going to be fun. And how about Luke Nolan coming?
That was a complete shock. Absolutely complete shock. Came in, introduced himself, nicest guy there could be.
I've had Luke Nolan. I'm friendly with Lou. I've known Lou for a long, long time, and Lou's been on my show several times.
Yeah,
he's really been a great friend to the locker room, and for him to come up here and participate, I thought it was just wonderful.
Yeah, he said that he's going to be up here a lot of weekends in the summer, and he's going to stop
Schweim. No, nothing kidding around. You got the Schweim here. You got a lot of things might happen.
Everyone's coming up here looking at you. You had family up here. You had friends up here. You had everyone up here.
Bobby had to get in the act.
Oh, I knew
What,
he
they
was.
said Calvin and Bobby go
Knew
at
he
it?
was- Oh yeah.
Well, Bobby doesn't like Ben Simmons.
But yeah, and me and my son, because I raised him correctly, we are Ben Simmons fans.
Yeah, we're really.
Ben Simmons
So let me
is
ask you, John.
a superstar.
So John, 4 for 8 from the free throw line.
Not going to
No
deny
big
it.
deal.
He needs to get better. He needs to get better.
17 for 48 in the playoffs so far.
He needs
That's
to get better from the foul line.
35.4%.
That's something he could get better at. But the
Really?
fact-
You think
yes.
a leopard's going to change his spots, huh?
This is the fact that I want to get across everyone. If you have Ben Simmons shooting at the foul line during the game, of regular shot when he's driving, stop and pull up because no one's guarding him. I would rather him pass it out to Seth or Danny for a 3 because it's going to be a higher percentage shot. We know what Ben Simmons is. But
wait,
if he
you're saying if he drives the lane and is about 5 to 3 feet close to the basket, then kicks it out to a higher percentage shot?
Yes, it will be.
Well, that could dry up, just like the Hawks dried up.
I hear you.
Hawks shot 26% last night.
Right.
From
right.
the field.
I get that.
John,
And that can
that's
happen.
the reason we won the game, that and the turnover.
And that can happen. But why does that happen to the Hawks? Because of Ben Simmons.
Well, I will look. There's no question about it. Ben Simmons played a great game defensively against Trae Young. I'll give you that. And look, he chipped in 18 points last night.
Still put in 18.
So,
he's still going to get you 10
I'm
assists.
not down on Ben for his game last night. I thought he played a great game. Consistently, when you get further on in the playoffs, you're going to face guys like Donovan Mitchell and Bogdanovich,
right.
and you're going to face Neal and
here's the other thing, though.
Rudy Gobert.
Everyone in the NBA, players, coach, all respect Ben, and you can tell by the voting. 8th in MVP. He got some votes for MVP. All right, that means he can play. That means he is an elite player in this league.
We're having a lot of fun. We're up here at on the Boardwalk in Ocean City, an all campus, 1028 Boardwalk. It's called the Rant Booth. Come up here, talk sports with us. Let me check out John's merchandise here at all campus. He's got great hats. NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball, NHL.
Yeah, see, Tommy got a little comment there. What did he say?
Where's Tommy?
The last one. What did he say?
Big win?
Big win. Yes, it was.
You see, that was like 45 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Is that right? Is that what the time you did it?
That's exactly right.
Yeah, it was a big win tonight.
Yes, it was.
31 to 31. But
we're in the hunt. Like
guess
the
what?
poll question is, we have to be biased. We need a bullpen guy.
Yeah, but
Go get a bullpen
But John, the way they won that, are you happy?
No, I'm not happy. That's why I want to go get a bullpen guy.
Where are you going to get?
I don't know who you're getting.
Who are you going to give up? We had nobody in our farm system.
You can always give up somebody for a rental. You can always get a rental.
That's why the poll question is going to be buyers or sellers at the trade deadline.
You got to be buyers.
If they can't string together wins. If they look, the key
in this division, you got to be a buyer. Anybody can win this division.
The key for the Mets or the key for the Phillies, they got to string. They got to have a couple of players that get hot at the same time, right?
I mean,
if you
our hitting's fine. We put up what tonight? 8 tonight.
I took the under.
Yeah, smart bet.
Look, let me see if we can pull up something here. Let's look at the box score.
The lineup's not been a problem. I know we went through a little slump.
See this right there? Odubel Herrera 2 hits, Segura 3, Romuto 1, Harper 3. You don't see. You see 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0. Bohm had 2 hits today. He was 2 for 5.
He's had down.
To Reyes, the guy's on fire.
Yeah.
He's got 302.
I think our lineup is perfectly fine. Let's just go get us some bullpen help, get us a chance. As Tommy says, get Uncle Cigar to get us going here. Yeah, we're gonna wrap up here.
I 3 hours, 3.5 hours is tough.
Yeah.
I mean, I do a 2-hour show on the radio, and I'm not that I can't do it. Just when we're just starting out and things like that, it's a little bit of a stretch. But I'll tell you what, man, I'm really impressed with the amount of people that came in here and wanted to talk sports.
Yeah, we're going to get busier during the year. It's going to be, we're going to have thousands of people coming up. and wanted to go on this, we're going to have a list for the rest
So
of the
people have to
summer.
make reservations.
We're going to have to do a reservations. We're going to have to do a reservations.
John, we're going to make reservations.
I mean, you look up and down the boardwalk here, the escape room.
Right.
You know, they do reservations.
right?
The VR places, they do reservations. And this is going to be one of those destinations I think people are going to come up and want to come on the ramp here.
We should get Scott Simpson here on the show before we close out. D. Scott. Let's
You
Scott.
want to get on, Scott?
Yeah, get Scott. Come on, Scott. Come on, Scott. We got come here. No, because I need to talk football with you. Come on.
Come on, Scott.
Get him in here. Come on, Scott.
Let's close it out. We'll close
Oh,
it
we're
out.
gonna close it out?
Yeah, let's close
Okay.
it out.
Well, listen, John, I want to say that I want to thank you so much for hosting this tonight. It was a great time to talk sports with people from all over the place.
Yeah, and that's what I love here. On campus, it's sports all day. You talk sports, you're shopping
And isn't that
sports,
the beauty
you're
of sports?
watching sports.
It's how you escape reality.
It is,
Literally,
yeah.
the everyday doldrums of life. You get to talk sports and escape from it.
And you live the life roller coaster through the team that you love.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about.
Well, I guess we're going to sign off.
Yeah.
Is there anything else we want to do? You want to read a couple? I don't want to touch anything and knock things off.
No, it's just
all right.
Thank you to A2D for.
Let's thank A2D Radio for providing us the time on A2D. Of course, we're on all major platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter.
Make sure you guys
Instagram.
go like and subscribe.
Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure you check out The Locker Room with Billy Schweim tomorrow morning on 97.3 ESPN from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. And we'll be back right here next Saturday, same time, same channel.
Good show, man. Good show.
Thank you.
So what does it go to, 9, or does it usually go to?